Welcome back to We Watch the Movie.
Hi, guys. Hey, you're one of those people that probably save money by watching the ads. So you're kind of like, kayak. I hate that commercial, dude. They
Say kayak?
Yeah, dude, it's been nonstop. You know that little Asian dude that, like, he's like, you must be one of those people that save money by watching the ads. Like, he's kind of charming, but it's like, it's nonstop. It's like, God, is kayak like dying for business?
No, dude, I pay for YouTube Red. I don't watch ads on YouTube. I never see them.
I think, yeah, but YouTube Red, I think they're like making it harder for people to like. I heard now that they're like trying to figure out a way that people are gonna have to watch it anyway, or you have to pay more money now on YouTube ads, or like YouTube ad free or whatever it is. Or no, never mind. You got YouTube Red. I was thinking about the ad blockers that people are using.
Oh yeah, no, I use the ad blocker on the computer, but I also just have YouTube Red or whatever because the kids watch so much YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but what's crazy is the YouTube Red thing is actually not that bad of a deal because when people pay into it, YouTube takes that money and diverses it amongst creators. So you, depending on how many views you get a cut of that YouTube Red money that people pay to not have to watch ads. So the creators still get paid. It's one of the few smart things they've ever done. Just kidding. I love you. Let us stay monetized.
Well, there's always Rumble. Let's go on over there. Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you guys knew about this or not, but you guys know that song. I don't know if you know this either. Magic of the Night on Little Monsters. That's the magic. You know, like when Howie Mandel and Fred Savage are like running around.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's an awesome song. It's an amazing song. The guy that sang it, his name was Billy Hughes. He passed away, I don't know how long ago, but they never recorded a full track for that. And there's like been an underground movement for a long time for like people that wanted the actual soundtrack being released, and I don't know why it wasn't. But the guy, the actual composer producer that wrote the song, named Mike Primichello, I can't say his last name. He actually put it out. Well, he found his demo tape that he sent into the studio, like the actual tape, and he's like, he put it out for free that people can like listen to the full song. He's singing it. The producer composer is. But so he said Billy Hughes didn't get to record all of it, but he's like, it's free to do. It's awesome. I found like it's on YouTube. Cool. It's on all the streaming services. It's a good song, really good song.
I like it. I like. Do you when you wake up in the morning, do you have a song stuck in your head?
Yeah,
every day. It's actually, dude. It's if I'm having trouble sleeping, it actually can get pretty upsetting because I'll get one song stuck in my head. Like I get addicted to listening to certain stuff. So like right now, it's like All American Rejects, like that 2011 album, and I just listen to it all the time. But now I wake up and the same songs are stuck in my head, and I start to feel like I'm going crazy. I'm going lunatic.
Mine's usually just wake me up before you go. It's the same one always. I can't stop seeing those pink shorts by George Michael. Amazing legs. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times. By the way, speaking of not good times, on the end of the gun of James, did you hear about the projected numbers that are coming out about the Super Bowl? Not good.
I thought they were good. I thought they said they were really good.
No. They've had to lowered expectations. No, they had to lower expectations. It doesn't mean that the movie's not going to do well, and I hope it's not. I'm not like here to poop on its parade or anything like that. Put poop in its cornflakes. But
Snyderverse sucker.
No. Here, I show you real quick.
Give it to me.
So this came out. Superman box office projections plummet below initial expectations as DC and James Gunn brace for opening weekend. It's not a good article right now. What once looked like a surefire win for James Gunn and the rebooted DC studios is now starting to look a bit shaky. According to a new box office tracking, the opening weekend projections for Superman have dropped significantly from an early outlook of 125 to 145 million down to a more realistic range of 90 million to 125 million, depending on the source. This means that that means what was once the low-end projection is now the high-end best-case scenario. Ew. So now this is going on to talk about the hype versus the hesitation. It says here the film still boasts strong unaided awareness, meaning people are aware of it without being prompted in surveys. It even topped the metric with a score of 30, beating out 2022's Top Gun Maverick, which opened to 126.7 million. But while name recognition is high, first choice intent, this is what they're looking at. First choice intent, the crucial must-see factor, is trailing well behind recent superhero fare. Look at this. For comparison, Thor Love and Thunder opened to 144.1 million. God, that movie sucked. The Batman hit 134 million. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, also directed by Gunn, debuted at 118.4.
I can't believe it's...
Yeah, dude, listen. Superman is currently tracking below all three in first choice metrics. Even more concerning, Marvel's troubled Captain America Brave New World had a 71% higher first choice rating than Superman at the same point in tracking, and that film's still open to just 88.8 million. So anyway, it goes. There's more to it if you want to read about it, but that's not
good.
No, that's bad. That is
for Superman. That's real bad.
Yeah. And then speaking of Gunn as well, he got in a little heat for he got into a little heat, but he's not wrong about what he said about Disney Plus and Marvel. Did you see this?
Nope. Hit me with it, Jackson.
Will you see this? Can you see it?
No, I can't see it. You have to switch your screen to that page.
No. All right, hold on.
You say no.
Yeah. I was like, it works for me.
No.
Right here. So we have Marvel was screwed by Disney's sacrifice everything for streaming craze, James Gunn says, but they're on the other side of that now. Now, this is after he initially said that Disney killed Marvel by pushing Disney Plus shows. And then he came back out and clarified what he meant on Twitter by saying this. This is what it's saying here. James Gunn has moved to clarify comments he made in a recent interview where he said Disney killed Marvel by demanding an increased output for the Disney Plus streaming platform. Gunn, who directed we know who he is, but he basically said, and it killed him. He said it wasn't fair and it wasn't right and it killed him. And what he was talking about was the fact that Marvel became obsessed with putting shows out on Disney Plus, which therefore put a major strain on their movies, and it basically killed them. Then he went out later on. Right here says some took it that it killed them comment as Gunn declared the MCU dead for good. But in a follow-up post on social media, he clarified that was not what he was saying at all. Rather, he's saying the Disney mandate screwed Marvel at that time, but it has since managed to recover after the insanity died down. He says, to be clear, and as is clear in the context of the interview, I didn't say it killed them like they're over, but they were screwed by the situation they had no control over. Well, and then he goes on and talk about other stuff, but yeah, I mean, I don't think he's wrong. He's not wrong on that regard at all. Like, he's absolutely right. And you always wonder, like, what happened to Marvel? Like MCU after Endgame, like really just they stumbled around. They didn't know what they were doing. They were Ray Charles driving a car on the highway. You just don't trust it. And then all of a sudden, but that makes sense. It's like, oh, they were like, hey, we need to have Disney Plus be the #1 streaming service. So let's push all the Marvel properties onto it and then take away from the focus.
Everyone's doing it, guys.
Yeah. I don't know. No, he's not wrong. He had to walk that back because he's co-CEO of DC and they don't want to start a flame war.
No, the thing is about James Gunn, though, and I agree with what he said. I don't think he said anything wrong, but I don't know. Maybe I just, and I know that I do. I spend too much time on Twitter looking at movie news and stuff. But in my opinion, I am so sick of every other thing I read going, James Gunn says, James Gunn says, James Gunn says. For some reason, over the past year, he seems desperate for the limelight. That guy never shuts up. He never stops talking. Every piece of promo for Superman, he's like got his arm around the guys. He's like, dude, if he could, he'd put his face on the poster. I don't know. He's become so like.
In his defense, I think it's just he's the hot ticket item right now because he is like the Superman is what DC is hinging everything.
Yeah, but you don't see Feige doing that.
I mean, you saw Kevin Feige in a lot of stuff, doing a lot of promo for all that stuff back in the day.
I almost never see his face.
I saw a lot more than Kevin Feige though. Before that was when Iron Man was coming out, you saw awesome director, the one that directed Iron Man 1, John Favreau. John Favreau was everywhere for a while, and then he kind of got relegated to the back seat on Iron Man 3 and kind of got mad about it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like James Gunn, as far as his Superman movie, it's bad news for DC. I'm not hoping for its failure. I hope it does really well. And if a word of mouth, that's why that article goes on to talk about that once the reviews start coming out and word of mouth starts spreading and it's actually good, then more people will go and see it and it'll make more money. But they said this is how DC is going to measure their success. And again, I'm not getting into a Snyder thing at all. Like, I'm not talking about Snyder versus Gunn or who's right and who's wrong. I'm saying, but they wanted, they said, so I think that Man of Steel opened at 125. I think 125 million when it opening weekend. If the new Superman movie goes above that, they'll call it a success. If it goes below that, they've got big issues.
Yeah, so, anything could happen, dude. Anything could happen. But what I promise you is this: no matter how bad the movie is, and I don't expect it to be bad, but no matter how bad the movie is, I'm guaranteeing you have a personal guarantee from me right now. No matter how bad Superman is, positive Rotten Tomatoes rating. You know why?
Oh yeah,
because a lot of the Rotten Tomatoes people on Rotten Tomatoes are the people who really hate what Snyder was doing and pooed on anything he did, no matter what. And those same people don't want to be wrong. They don't want to be wrong. And I promise you that no matter how bad the movie is, it has rotten. And now it could maybe it'll just have positive Rotten Tomato scores because it's good. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying even if it's bad, those people will absolutely still give it a positive rating.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be. I think the movie will be decent. I think it'll track above Man of Steel when it opens. I do. I think that the word of mouth will. But it is concerning overall if you're a huge gun fan or you're a huge fan of this new movie coming out with Superman that they had to lower the expectations. That's bad because this movie with marketing has probably cost $300 million because I think the budget was about 200, but with marketing it's 300. So it has to do real big numbers for opening weekend.
That's why they haven't greenlit a bunch of stuff that they were wanting to greenlight because they need to make sure first. And by the way, before I say anything else, I don't mean every single person on Rotten Tomatoes. We have friends that are on that website, but I'm just talking about there's a large group of people that just have the weirdest grudges. And that's all I mean. That's all I mean, Jay.
Yeah, well,
hey, did you see 28 Years Later?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, buddy,
but here's the weird. Here's the thing. I have heard about I've heard some people are split on it.
Yeah,
like some people are saying it's so. Actually, I saw some that didn't like it, and then I saw some that said it's so weird it's good. Like it's so weird that it works. So,
man,
I don't know.
Yeah, dude. The first 90% of the movie to me was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
and it might have the absolute worst. And I want no spoilers. That's for Monday night. Monday night we're going full bore spoilers. It may have the worst movie film ending of all time.
Yeah, I think I did hear that. I think someone said that the ending sucked dick. Oh, we're past the 10-minute mark, so we can talk about weak wings and dick holes and everything else.
All of it.
It's fun.
All of it. But yeah, Cineroth said, Mike, did you look up the Halloween TV news? I did, Cineroth, and it's not news. I'm not saying this to you. There's some people are tweeting and whatever saying that, the rumors out there are that the Halloween TV series is in trouble. And it's just there's no smoke behind that fire. Literally, the only reason that this is being talked about is because Miramax changed around some people at the top, and people have taken that, and then they tell two friends, and then they tell two friends, and people are making videos and stuff saying that is the Halloween TV series in trouble? There was, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a bidding war for that TV series. There was a bidding war. There were so many people that wanted. There was a bidding war, and Miramax won because they paid a substantial amount more than anyone else. They're not going to just pay that much money and not even try. If anything, they're maybe waiting to see how Crystal Lake is received. But there's no way they're just going to cancel it. They might sell it to someone else, sure, but they're not just going to sit on it like Pip farting on a snare drum in Airhead. So I think that story is all made up for clicks, personally.
So, Jay, your channel has a review of it. What, my personal channel? No, I know that. No, we already talked. Mike did the non-spoiler review. I know that. I just haven't seen it because we're going to do a spoiler review on Monday. But no, yeah. And then
you never watched my shit.
28 inches later, yeah, that's what happened. And then she left,
buddy. So many dongs in that movie.
Big lots of wieners,
dude. Those dongs are this big around and that long, and they're veiny, and they're flopping around everywhere.
Like they're zombie wieners. That's gross.
Dude.
God
Big
damn.
ones.
Oh, by the way,
Big
I'm going to start early tonight because I am getting tanked tonight.
What's a special occasion?
Well, you're leaving next week. We're not gonna.
Yes, you're. I'm really excited to have you gone. That's
no, I'm not. Oh no, it's gonna. We're gonna be together today, and then Monday, and then we'll maybe have a commentary on Wednesday for Patreon. But it's gonna be a little while before we all get back together and hang out and drink the sauce and talk about movies and things like that. So why not just get yourself going? Get yourself going.
That's right. Tonight we're live, guys, and then Monday we are live, and then poof, like smoke, we are going tonight until like July 6th or something.
Yeah.
So enjoy it.
I didn't know. That's crazy, dude. I didn't know your transition took that long.
Well, it's hard to
you got those
put
surgeries in Mexico.
You
got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, it tastes like shit on the first sip.
Dude,
by the way, is White Claw better than Miller Lite? Is it better? I don't know. I've heard a lot of people been like, I see a lot of people now like drinking White Claw like it's nothing, and they're like, "Oh, it's so fucking good." I was like,
dude, it's a completely different. You might be a White Claw guy. You might like that.
I do have that white girl drunk bench in me. I mean, just give me a few. But is it better? No, I just see people like, "Oh, it's so good." I'm like, I don't know. I've had White Claw, but I didn't really find it didn't tickle me fancy.
Did you watch it? Or I mean, did you watch? Have you tried it?
Yeah, I tried it at your house. I tried it at your joint.
Yeah. So what are you asking me for? You've tried it.
I know, but I didn't know if they released like new flavors or something that made it even better. Because when I tried it, it just tasted like, you know, like Zima.
It does just taste kind of like Zima a little bit.
It's
yeah, for sure. Dude, they bloat me too much. I like them, but they bloat me. My tum gets too big.
Hey, Tyler, I see you. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad. Don't you dare start back. You have us as examples of what happens to you if you keep doing it. You stay off.
Hell yeah, Tyler. You don't want to look like this. Good for you, buddy. Congratulations. Yeah, I think it's going to be a mostly sober vacation for me. Taking the kids to the beach. Gonna just
you sit on a throne of lies.
You never know. I'm sure
like
one day. I'm sure one day up there,
it.
the sun will get in me, and I want to have a few Pinot Culottes.
This is like 30 minutes afterwards. It's like, all right, I waited 30 minutes, but as soon as the sun hit my skin and my feet touched the sun, I knew it. It was fine.
Well, I mean, listen, I usually do drink at the beach. This year, I think I'm going to take it a little bit easy though. But I get a little bit older. I'm going to try to remember this one. No, it's usually not that. But we take the kids. We don't do that much anyways. But I will say this: I just want everyone here to know. I need to share this news. No one cares about it. So if you have to pee, do it now. But I made the dopest fucking sloppy joes this side of West Texas today on the Blackstone. Dude, I'm telling you, sloppy joes. I heard you like them extra sloppy. So good. So good. I used Coca-Cola. That's how I put the sweetness in.
Is that like, did you follow a recipe? Did you just throw shit together to make it work?
I followed a recipe. It's not like it was my idea.
Like,
it sounds cooler when you don't say that.
No, I thought I'm going to add this in and make it look. It's going to be awesome. Where it's not, but that's called adventure and experimentation, and it's fun in the bedroom and on the grill.
Yeah, if I'm making it for just me, I'll just try random stuff. But when I'm making it for the family, I don't want to disappoint, and I will, because I'll eat anything and thinks it tastes good. But maybe you're scared us.
Eric says you could tell these two are white taking vacations and shit. Oh, you could just look at us too. Well, yeah, I don't know. Dude, you know what I think? Like I was thinking about this the other day. You like deviled eggs? Do you like that? Do you like deviled eggs?
Do you love them?
Dude, that had to be invented by a drunk person. It just doesn't make any sense. They had a hard-boiled egg, and they were like, here's what happened. They were hammered fucking drunk, like really drunk one night. Like they were probably off their ass on like, some fireballs and whatever. I know it was before. Okay, it was balls of fire back then. And they were drinking it, and they were like, hey, I got these old like hard-boiled eggs like just lying around. And then they opened it up and they're like, God, dude, I want something else to really absorb this alcohol. Here's some mayonnaise. And they just took a big old glob of fucking mayonnaise. They put that in that bitch. And then they ate it. And they're like, that's fucking good. And then they left some out. And they went to bed. And then when they got up, somebody in the house or wherever they were staying were like, hey, these are amazing. Did you make these? It's like, yeah. It's like, yeah,
that's true.
You like them? Because that just sounds like something drunk people would make.
Yeah, who the fuck would put mayonnaise inside of an egg?
It just sounds weird. And it worked, though.
Pretty good point.
That's what happens sometimes when you're drunk. You just make shit. And
yeah.
Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. But yeah.
Hey, tomorrow I'm making pizzas on the Blackstone. I'm grilling pizzas. I'm getting weird with it, dude.
So is it what? Pizza?
Yeah, I'm making pizza on the grill. Fuck, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna leave the channel and start a Blackstone grilling channel.
Hey, they're popular.
You heard it here first.
They're popular. Huh? They're popular on there on YouTube.
There's a bunch of them. There's
cooking
so
shows.
Many of them for sure. But dude, okay, one more story. The other night, Katie and I went to. Remember the story I told you guys about? We went to a concert, and that person put on a possum thing. It was like rummaging around in the trash cans.
Oh yeah,
and it was all
the
crazy.
Late Night Satanist show.
Yeah, the Late Night Satanist show. Yeah. We went back there. We went back to Green Lantern the other night and just randomly went in there. There's a band there playing Hans Gruber. Their name of the band was Hans Gruber and the Diehards. It was a great band name.
That's badass,
right? But they were a ska band, which is basically like punk music but with saxophones.
Wow.
But they start playing and they're all like naked, not like completely naked, but just this chubby dude. He looks like one of the alpha zombies, just like real chubby, fat kind of. It's sweaty, long curly hair, big beard, and he's just in his boxer briefs, and like he's in his boxer briefs, no shoes, no socks. The other two were girls, and the girl was just like in a sports bra and like sports panties or whatever, playing the saxophone. They're screaming. This dude, they hand out a bag of socks, and they go, "Everybody take a sock," and they're brand new, they're clean, they're like dollar store socks. He's like, "Put them on your hand." So people in the audience put the socks on their hands, and you got sock puppets now, and we're thinking, what the hell's going on? Then he steps off the stage and he's like, come here, and like there's like 30 people in there, and people like scoot up to the stage, and he puts the sock puppet up, and everybody puts their sock puppets up in the air like this, and then right when the breakdown hits, he starts going, and everybody's sock puppet fighting. I do actually have a video of it.
Gayest shit I've ever heard in my life, but yeah,
it was cool.
Somewhat cool, I guess. It's like, I'm gonna put on a puppet show and a rock show, you drunk bucks. Yeah,
dude, it's so funny because right when you said it was the gayest shit I ever seen in my life, I was pulling up my Instagram, and the first picture I see is Drums Lee McCoy with his shirt off, like running.
It's hot. It's hot. Show it. No, yeah. Did they do like I don't know, dude? Like that whole place is like tainted with Satanism, and you went back. You're as dumb as Reagan in The Exorcist playing with that fucking Ouija board and calling Captain Howdy Dowdy.
There he is. Speaking of hot men, hot sweaty men in the summer sun.
Don't act like we don't know that you're filming yourself, Lee.
That was a personal picture he just sent for me. Check this out, dude. This is what I was telling you about.
He looked like Jack Black.
Kind of does. Okay, here.
Yes, Jack Black, dude.
There's Katie.
That was the most unenthusiastic. I'm holding my sock puppet up to you in unison. I have one.
Bring the sock puppets close.
Oh my god, dude. Nah, I'm good. Hey, we gotta do something to distract them from our shitty music. Quick, do a mosh pit. Do a mosh pit. Dude, yeah. He looks like Jack Black from Orange County when he's fucking high and crazy, and he's like, I got these ideas, man. I got these ideas. I want to sell t-shirts. You better not. Dude. I said, yeah, she came in there and she said she was going to burn it down. I said, you better not.
You better not.
Joe John.
He does look like Dan Fogler and like Jack Black. You're right, Greg. Yeah, I didn't even think of that when I saw it. I just thought he looked like a well-fed alpha from the 28 years later,
That's like the kind of place like you wind up after like 3:30 in the morning, and like all the places are closed, and you just stumble in there, and they're like, they're still serving drinks. They don't care about the fines, and they got a cool band that's free. I'm like, okay, I'll watch them. Yeah, let's go.
No, it was $10, man. It was $10 getting there.
They charged you for that shit.
I thought they're pretty good. They're fun.
I thought it was free. They were just trying to get publicity.
Oh no.
Did they make you pay for the socks?
No, we did not.
Well,
Katie did buy a shirt though. Katie did purchase a shirt, and she was trash, but she purchased a shirt for sure. Yeah,
I was gonna say at least the socks were complimentary.
Dude, every time,
for the socks.
Every time I go there, Katie's like, "I'm not staying more than an hour," and then like an hour and a half later, like that's happening, and then
that sounds like us at the karaoke bar though. Dude, let's just do it. We'll do one song, we'll leave, and then we're there all fucking night.
Yeah, like I don't know, dude. We're probably gonna get in another song in a few minutes. There's like 3,000 people between you and your next song. We're like, well, I gotta stay to my next song.
Yeah, that karaoke bar is like a fucking spider web, dude. Yeah, and you're the moth. You get drawn in by the lights, and then you just can't get out.
At least it used to be. These days, I'm pretty like, nah, I'm good.
Mind the Gap said they all know Steven Seagal. Yeah, dude, you imagine seeing Steven Seagal? That'd probably be
the kind of place he'd be playing.
Yeah, but dude, he would be he would think that he was like Kenny G. He'd be like sitting on one of those stools. No, this is the first song I wrote. I wrote this song when I was practicing shidoshi karate in China, and it would be like his sax, and it would like be really slow but badly played, and then somebody would go like laugh or something. He'd like, stop musing. If you don't respect me and my music, just leave the door. It'd be like it would be cool just to see it was fucking Steven Seagal, but it would probably be the worst shit I've ever your eyes would ever see.
Yeah, dude, I would just be screaming, "Me want the punani! Play the punani song."
Yes, Steve. The punani. That would be the only upbeat moment of the time.
Yeah. No, it's called the Green Lantern in Lexington, and if you go there past 10 p.m., you're probably gonna have a good time.
Ty says more like Steven Stinkergal. I'm hilarious. I thought you did Drake Ty. Oh, that was Tyler.
Killer joke, bruh. Jeffrey Shy, what's up, my guys? Love you guys, man. Love you too, buddy. Good to see you.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Good to see you on this fine Saturday night. Nighttime says Chalice Loomis, my favorite part of 28 Years Later was that massive zombie dong. He was easily 15 inches, dude, around. I mean, good God. You couldn't fit that in your mouth.
Yeah, I bet it was. Nighttime. Your asshole was sore for weeks after you had sex with that goddamn rotting wiener. Disgusting. I don't want to talk about you anymore, Nighttime.
I wouldn't even be able to take that thing if I was drunk. Let me just say. You could put all the lube in Diddy's cell in my butt. That thing's not fitting.
I can't believe they showed so many wieners that were like decayed wieners.
They're big too. They're big.
Big old strong.
So big. They can't be real. There's no way they're real.
It might be.
But then other people run around with their little dinghies out, and they're like, little dinghies are just going on.
Like one of those zombies. You're like, no wonder you mad. Like
those poor actors who had to run next to that guy. Ice Guy Jesus says there's rumors that Ilphonic and Gun Media are doing a Halloween game with Kane Hodder. I mean, I know that Kane Hodder said he was going to be doing a game with Gun Media and Ilphonic. I don't know of anything that has actually come out that makes us think that's going to be Halloween, unless I'm missing anything. I haven't seen anything that says it's going to be Halloween personally. But
that sounds Ilphonic and Gun Media teaming up to do it though. If that is true, that's pretty fucking awesome.
It'd be cool, man. It'd be cool. Like, again, I'd rather have a campaign game, but Gun Media doing a Halloween game would be pretty fucking.
Ice Skate says Slash and Cast put out a video on it. That's cool.
Oh, like that's. I mean, I hope there's something to it. Like, I really do. Like, I have no idea though. I haven't heard anything.
Tomo says Gun Media is sus.
Well, I don't think a lot of that stuff's been their fault though, man. I think they did their best and they've been dicked around by lots of rights issues personally, but that's just me. That's just me. Kreisfeld says, Sat! Boot scoot boogie, why all the dong? 28 years later, 8 out of 10.
Because they want you to feel ashamed sitting in your comfortable theater chair watching the zombie apocalypse when you should be worrying about why your wiener's so small compared to these zombies in the future. That's why.
That's true. They look like
it's the evil world we live in. The evil world.
I wonder if that dude just had a huge dong and that like wasn't in the script, but he was just like,
well,
I have a massive dong.
If his acting career doesn't work out, Pornhub is a column.
Dude, porn women couldn't take that thing.
I mean, John Holmes did it.
JK, have you ever seen entire season 2? Shane Gillis says, man, lots of cool cameos. Also, Halloween ends. It sucks my butt, Steve. Happy Saturday, y'all.
It is. It sucks so much asshole. It stinks to high heaven. Yeah, you're right though. Shane Gillis is the man. I love Shane Gillis.
Yeah, dude,
I actually watched.
Funny.
Do you think that Shane Gillis is the funniest comedian in America right now? He might be. He honestly might be.
I mean, I love him, but he kind of does the same thing constantly. You know?
Well, I mean, he has an act.
Versatility.
No, I mean, he has an act that works for him, but I think that I don't know. I just find his the way he delivers the jokes and stuff is. I don't know. He's like a relatable dude. Like you can see yourself like hanging out with him in the garage, drinking beers, like listening to Motley Crue, and him telling like dirty jokes.
Yeah, no, I like him a lot. I just think he's like a really funny dude. I don't see him as like an expert comedian though. You know what I mean? Like
I think he used to be extremely green, and then he's harnessed. Like I feel like he's like on his game though, his A+ game.
Yeah, and dude, that tire show is really funny. I just get sick of the manager guy. They focus on him way too much, and he's kind of annoying. But that show is funny as hell.
Yeah.
Eric Hess, Head Loomis, tell Jay to stop being pessimistic about Superman, please.
What?
Chalice, keep being Chalice. Thank you, buddy. Love you, love to my Wham fam. I don't know why I channeled.
What the fuck are you talking about, Eric? Jay's the only one up the goddamn red underwear and on the outside asshole's wiener hole. Mike's the one that talk about the special effects. Clean out your fucking eyeballs with Clorox and your ears with, I don't know, ear cleaning solution and listen better.
Hey, the special. I'm drunker than a skunker, and I can see those are bad special effects. Okay, they're bad.
I'd rather have my. Hey, dude. Sacred says I'd rather have Matt Rife. Matt Rife is funny. I do like Matt Rife, but it's so weird, like how he like I think he even made a joke about it, like where he had a huge glow up. Like he used to be like kind of ugly, and then like he had a glow up, and now he's like hot, and then everybody thinks he's hilarious. Isn't that funny how that works? People treat you different.
That's 100% true. Oh, by the way, I didn't even realize dude brought up our first tier list thing to do. Tonight we were doing final, and also whatever the hell we want us tier list.
We weren't supposed to make a list or anything because I didn't do it.
No, negatory. I didn't even put pictures on this one. We're doing this one shooting from the hip. So but we're going to do all final films in horror franchises. So but it could be one of two things. It can either be the last film in that horror franchise, or it could be any film that told you it was going to be the final film. So like Friday the 13th Final Chapter works, Freddy's Dead, we're going to do those, as well as the latest one. So starting with Halloween in
dude. Yeah, the more it's like one of those movies, like it's like I don't know, it's kind of like having herpes or something. Like, there's medicine for it, and you just try to ignore the fact that you have a debilitating disease for the rest of your life. So the more that you think about it, the more freaked out you are. Like at first you're like, okay, I can deal with this. I have medicine for it, but it's just, you always remember it exists. So I gotta put it in Steve's ass. It's got to stay there.
Yeah, listen.
Like at first you're like telling yourself, you're like, it's going to be okay. There's not everything about it's bad, but then the more you think about it, and you're like, God damn, it's fucking awful.
Yeah, I like the movie, Jay. Is the thing. However, I've said this, as a standalone movie, I enjoy it quite much. However, as a final film in a franchise, if that was the last Halloween movie to ever exist, and what they did with that option, you put this thing right in Steve's asshole and you turn it sideways. That's where it goes.
It's got to stay in there, and it's got to rot inside the summer heat. And here's the thing:
spit on it first.
Before that, it would have been. It would have. Here's the thing. Before that, it would have been up in the air about. It would have been Resurrection or Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Yeah, that would have been where your choices were. But now, I think clear winner is Halloween Ends. Well, it has to be, because it's the last of the series so far.
Yeah, no, 100%. And someone mentioned, I saw in the chat as well, someone mentioned, where would you put, since it's currently the last one, where would you put, wow, I didn't mean to do that, because they do the numbers on here. Wow, 28 years later. Jay hasn't seen it yet. I would still put it in Almost Touches the Sun, even as a final movie, just because. No, you know what? I'll actually say pretty rad, because if the last scene, and no spoilers, but if the last scene was the last scene we ever got from 28 Days Later movie, I'd be fucking pissed for life. So yeah. But as the first 80% of that film is a class in filmmaking perfection. But that end sucks.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait to hear what you think about it. As long as you don't just
say. Did you have to watch? Because I haven't seen the other ones in a while. Did you have to watch those get refreshed before you went on your big day to go see the movie?
No, I did watch them because for other stuff I was doing, but I wouldn't say really have to at all. No,
it's just been a minute since I've seen it.
No, actually, Michael's got a good point. It's not the last movie. I'm gonna put it in Almost Touches the Sun. Michael, you talk me into it.
Glenn says, no, Glenn, come on. He says Power Rangers ending for like which one though? You talking about Ivan Ooze? Or are you talking about Tommy? Tommy reports to the principal's office. Is it that one? Because if it's that one, I don't like
it, dude. It was. You'll know what he's talking about when you see the movie. That's all I'll say. You'll know exactly what he's talking about. Big Monkey. That's it. Mike looked like he was going to cry throughout the entire review. I felt like I watched it. I really did.
All that goddamn Blackstone smoke that was in his face from earlier.
I am greasy. All right. What else? We said we saw a final chapter, right?
What else would be a final horror? Final chapter.
Friday the 13th final chapter, right? Like it was supposed to be the final one, so that counts.
I thought you were like, you have to go to the last movie of the series.
I just explained this, you big turd.
No, bitch. Like, I don't like that explanation. Explain it better.
If they say it was the final movie, that counts too, even if it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
But if it was dubbed as the final movie, we will rank it as well.
Okay, well, why don't we just give 2 points for confusing? I don't know what the fuck that is. All right. All right, fine. Final chapter. That's going to be like Almost Touches the Sun. I mean, if that's the case, I mean, it's an amazing fucking movie.
I'm fucking in agreement with you. I think that's where it should go too. I do. And dude, actually, if it was the final movie in the franchise,
it would be 2000. It would be Jason 09.
No, I know that. We'll do that one as well. But I mean, if the franchise ended with final chapter, not a bad ending.
A lot of people saying all timer. A lot of all timers.
I mean, think about this though.
It could be though. It could very well touch the all-timer wiener hole, and I'd be fine with that.
I mean, everyone's saying all-timers. You know what?
Do what the audience says. Put it up there.
I'm gonna do it.
Here's the thing. I will. Okay, actually, you know what? Somebody's going to come in and be a smart. Like, well, technically, they would say that the Never Hike Alone films count, but they don't really because they're still fan films. Even though they're awesome and they're amazing, they don't really count.
Yeah, it just keeps it from being confusing because then other people wonder why their fan films aren't, and they, it's like but massive respect to them either way. Okay, so let's just do the other Jason while we're here.
One more, Feldman. What are you talking about, dude?
I hate the Roman numerals thing.
God, that Friday the 13th's been around for a long time. If that's the case,
I can't. This is bullshit.
Well, I know Friday the 13th, 2009.
There we go.
There you go.
I fixed it. It is the final film of the franchise as we stand here today. I would call that pretty rad. I think you have to. I like the opening of that film is amazing. It sets up Jason perfectly, and see, they don't have to take 5 years to tell the origin stories. Like, you see the mom decapitated, little boy sees it, he grows up, kids are out there smoking the chiba grass, and then they get their asses decapitated and fucked up, and then you move forward and he's got the mask. How he got the mask is stupid, I agree, but generally speaking, it's awesome. But it does kind of get lukewarm, and I don't like Jared Padalecki. I just don't. I don't either.
I've never been a huge fan of him. Yeah, so I put it pretty rad too, personally.
I think he's a fucking soap opera actor, dude. Kind of like.
Well, I mean, I think he's a little bit better than a soap opera actor, but I think that his supernatural brother is better. Jensen Ackles.
I do like him a little better, but I don't think he's that much better. But like, I'll tell you this, dude. Like that. One of the best openings in horror. Amazing horror.
Amazing.
Surprises you. Turns it on its head. Jason was a super badass. Derek Mears is great. And some great kills. And your tits are stupendous, bro. Great lines. Some great characters. But yeah, once we get into the come on my motorcycle and let's look for my sister.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, God.
Iron Wolf says chasing ankles. That's what they called him in prison. Chasing ankles. He was grabbing them all the time. Weird.
Pretty rad.
Oh yeah, Turlington says you guys hated him in the commentary with Jared Padalecki. Well, that's also because his character was a dickweed in the fucking show. In the Friday the 13th, 2009, he knew that girl. I know her boyfriend was a complete monster, a douchebag. I understand all that, but he knew that. He moved in. He committed guy code violation after violation. Fuck that dude. Like, he knew that girl was already taken, but he's like, I'm gonna slide up in that shit.
100%. And he's supposed to be looking for his missing sister, and he's out there trying to get his little wee wet. That's crazy.
I mean, she was hot, I understand, but Jesus Christ, dude, like, she's taken, even though the guy was cheating on her, or I understand, but it's like, God damn, dude. Anyway.
Yeah, and just
maybe it's because he's just a good-looking guy, and we're jealous of good-looking guys. It could be
not true. No. What other final chapter movies we
James?
got?
Wake Star.
What's the last? Let's go to Nightmare. Let's knock out the ones. Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, how about
there are two of these, starting with Freddy do be dead though. Freddy's dead.
I hated it. I know that it's like when I was a kid, I liked it because it was made like it was. I was stupid, but when I got older and like as an adult watching it, it's fucking awful. Like, there's a lot of pop culture stuff. Thanks, Ty. Yeah, definitely look like it. But yeah, I back in the day, I thought it was really good when I was a kid. But when I grew up, it was like, I can understand, like, it's such a cheap ass fucking movie, and it was such a disappointment. It felt so rushed. It felt, especially that ending, Happy Father's Day, or whatever she says, or I love you, Daddy, or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, Happy Father's Day.
And then he was like, kids, and he like ended on a sitcom, and then he blows up, and they try to push the 3D thing. It was trying to hit every pop culture moment that it could, and it was so MTV early days. It was like, it's bad. But I feel like,
don't you dare try to put that in fuckable. Don't you dare.
But sometimes she's cool though. Like, I feel like but I feel like I'm defending like a girl that that you shouldn't be with. But I was like, but sometimes she'd be cool though. Like, don't you dare go back to her. Dude, all right. I'll put it sucks my butt, Steve. But it's barely in there.
They used pipe bombs to kill Freddy fucking Krueger.
Well, I mean,
and then when they exploded him, all his little sperms went.
I know, but
through the air.
I guess I just have a soft spot for the fact that Johnny Depp did appear as like a cameo with like, this is your brain on drugs or whatever, and then he kills him, and it was like a meta thing because he was from Nightmare 1.
I would watch Halloween Ends every day for the rest of my life while brushing my teeth before I ever watch Freddy's Dead again. I would rather watch Halloween Ends every day for the rest of my life.
Fred Krueger. Yeah, so it's bad. But so is okay, so this is gonna be the interesting one.
This is an interesting one.
The Jackie R. Haley Nightmare on Elm Street.
I think it's fuckable, bro.
Don't you ever say fuckable and bro to me at the same time ever again. Suck that.
I'll show
big
you.
Old weeder.
Don't tell me. Show me.
There's a lot of there was a lot of promise in that movie. There were some really cool scenes. I will give it that. There were some moments that set up that it could be awesome. Like I like that pharmacy scene where he's like blinking in and out of like dreamland. I think that was fucking awesome. Yeah. And Jackie R. Haley is not a bad Freddy. He just had really terrible fucking makeup and CGI and a really poor script.
He had some great lines though. He had some great now it's time to play.
Yeah.
I got 7 minutes to play.
That was when he was like, when the heart stops beating, the brains. Like that was like pretty cool. All right, I'll give you fuckable. I'll give you that.
And Kyle Gallner was good in it. Rooney Mara was fucking good in that movie. I know people shit on her because she's nothing like Heather Langenkamp, but I think
that's what you want.
Hot take. I prefer Rooney Mara's Nancy over Heather Langenkamp. Fight me. Come to my house. Come to my window. I'll just say it right here. I'll say it right now.
I think, man, I don't know. Heather Langenkamp was really, really, really good in both movies. In Nightmare 3. Well, in all three. Nightmare 1, Nightmare 3, and New Nightmare.
Yeah, I guess. Never been that big of a fan.
I don't think that she's like some kind of Oscar-worthy actress or anything, but I feel like that. I don't know. I will still put it at fuckable though.
Sarah said, "I beg your finest pardon." That's like saying "fuck you" in Cantonese.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Fuckable.
That's what that means. When they're like, when you're like, "Hey, I can't serve you any more alcohol at the bar. Like you're cut off. You're drunk." You're like, "Excuse me."
What afternoon? Good day, sir.
I'm giving this. You know what? You better not even open the Yelp app because I'm going to give it nothing but fucking negative stars about your establishment.
I have weird Nightmare on Elm Street takes. I think Dream Warriors kind of blows. Second half.
I think you kind of blow. That's not true at all. I think you kind of blow ass.
I'm just the one who's brave enough to admit it. I don't know why I did that. Like half-ass scream voice right there.
I think that Dream Warrior was extremely ambitious, and I think that the problem is they didn't have the money that Wes Craven the actual script that Wes Craven laid out. It was just too expensive.
Yeah, they look like shit. They look like an after special.
No.
I'm glad you said that.
No, your breath smells like shit. It didn't look like shit. It was a product of its time.
My breath smells like delicious sloppy joes. That's what every woman wants to kiss.
Like a rock. Anyway, okay, TCM. I guess we'll go on to TCM next because what was the last TCM movie? Oh, the one on
2022.
Netflix. Yeah. Woo-wee, y'all.
I had a good old time.
I had a good old time with Cousin and his chainsaw. I gotta tell you, he rolling up and just slaughtering that fucking town. I will say, I put it pretty rad. I might even go to touch the sun a little bit with it, but I ain't gonna do it.
I couldn't agree more, Jim John. I think it's got a lot of nice killings. It's got a nice cinematography, and it's got its first Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie with Axel Massacre. And appreciate it for that a little bit. Some annoying characters, but you know what? They got cut up as done right. And I like the fact that we got to focus on Leatherface a little bit. Didn't have to deal with no scooty boogies and ugly, toothless family members run around cutting themselves and acting like fools.
Yeah, here in Kentucky, we just call that a family reunion. But in the movie, I tell you, they did some. Though the worst thing about that was when they brought back old chick from TCM original, and they tried to make her like Jamie Lee Curtis. It was an obvious ripoff. She is not like on the level of Jamie Lee Curtis as far as acting ability, and that was pretty fucking cringy. But otherwise, it was great. I also like the little nod at like how people completely ignore the fact that their life is in danger, but will pull out their phone to record it. Like he's like, "You're so fucked." Like you're so canceled, bro. Yeah, you're so canceled, bro. When they were on the bus,
that shit was canceled.
Yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious. But
we like it around here. Around here, we like a tussle.
What's another good one? What about Saw? The last Saw one.
That's a good one.
I don't remember what it was called. saw someone in Mexico.
Are you going to the ball later?
Yeah, are you? No, but it does take place. It doesn't take place in Mexico that he had to go to there to get the surgery for his brain.
Racist. What do you?
It's not racist to call it to name a country on the fucking map. It's racist now to say Mexico. Holy shit!
That's what it's like. That's what it's like to be on Twitter. Honestly,
I guess I was like,
you're like, man, I like air. They're like, what? You don't like dirt, dog?
Like, wait, yeah, what? I guess I was like, suck my dick, the hell.
Anyway, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Why it gotta be Mexico? Because it was in fucking Mexico. I don't know. I didn't write the fucking movie. Anyway,
you say they don't know how to properly handle cancer in Mexico?
Well, they scammed him. they did.
Where was it? JT Customs with the always, dude, always like, guys, Saw 10 took place in Mexico.
Thank you, JT Customs. You will work for my campaign when I run.
Why don't both governor. Of you racists get out?
All right. Now we're doing Jordan Peele movies. What are we talking about? No, so
that worked in two different ways.
I know, it was fun. Okay. So for Saw 10, I liked it. I know that a lot of people didn't, but I feel like they set it up. They could move forward with the series without poor Tobin Bell if they wanted to. I feel like there was a cool end with it with the kid. If they wanted to use that and move forward with the new story in the future, that kid was trained by Tobin Bell to become the next Jigsaw. I totally get behind that. I think that would be a cool idea. I think that overall the film, especially you get to explore why Jigsaw is where he is, what his mentality is or justification is for killing all these fuckers. I put it pretty rad personally. I think the story was really good.
I agree, pretty rad, actually. I don't think it belongs anywhere near Almost Touches the Sun. I know a lot of people will say that. I thought it was tiny bit overrated, but I agree with everything that you said there. And Tobin Bell was the best part of it. I don't know if we've talked about this, dude. Did you know Blumhouse bought Saw?
Oh God. Well, down the toilet it goes. Nope.
Yeah, dude. So they took it off. The two people in control of it were arguing, so they took it off the schedule, and Blumhouse swooped in and bought Twisted Pictures rights to it. So now Lionsgate owns 50% of it. Blumhouse owns 50% of it. But here's the thing. James Wan is now in cahoots with Blumhouse, which means that James Wan and Lee Winnell will be creatively involved in the new Saw movies going forward.
Okay, well, there is a silver lining in this turd a little bit. That's not bad. I'd actually like to see what a James Wan type of like collaboration with Lee Winnell would be for a Saw movie.
Well, there's the first one. I mean, they did the first one.
That's what I said. I said that they did the first one, so I'd like to see them do it. That's what I said. You're obviously wrong. That's what I said.
I bet that'd be good. You know what? You'd be right, though. You'd be right.
I mean, obviously, that's what I said. So I know what I'm talking about. You guys don't know what you're talking about.
You could have actually played that one off way better. Like you could have gotten away with it.
Like, but I'm a sucker for like self-flagellation. So I said, fuck it. I'll just like. Anyway, that's cool. But I don't like the fact that Blumhouse is in charge overall of Saw. I don't like that.
Yeah, thankfully Lionsgate still owns their 50%, so they can stop any dumb stuff. Like, let's do a crossover with Mithrigan.
I personally think that. What about, dude? I know that people will get mad. What about A24 being in charge of Saw? I think that'd be pretty cool. Because I feel like A24 deals with a lot with like cerebral horror in a way that a lot of other studios won't fucking tackle. I feel like they could do a really good job with it.
I think they could too. No, I think they could too. I think it would get really heady for sure. Like, you know what I mean? There'd be a dude.
You'd have to pull back a little bit.
The dun 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 would be that dude that's in every A24 movie with like a violin in the woods. So it'd be like
yeah. But I like that. I like that score though. So I don't know. I just feel like A24 would be a great studio to be in charge of it. I just don't like. Here's the thing, and I know it's weird because Blumhouse had their prom night for a long time. Everyone was all about Blumhouse. And we were also cheerleading for them a lot. And then they lost their way a little bit, and now I'm kind of nervous about them touching any kind of IP.
Hey, all you dick lickers out there, why don't you put your tongue on the like button, huh? Why don't you?
Can you please lick that? Can you lick that real quick? Lick that.
Clockwise.
It's all right. You guys can do it. You guys can do it. It just takes a second. Or dislike it. It's fine. Either way.
I think some people might do that.
Yeah. I wish we had a live counter of like how many like likes and dislikes. Dude, that's what would be really fun. Like imagine if we were doing a live stream and we had it up in the right corner somewhere where how many like thumbs up and thumbs downs the videos was getting as it happened.
That would get real stressful because like you'd say something and be like, why did I just get a dislike?
I know. I know, but then you'd say something that you thought would be really bad, and you get a bunch of thumbs up. Like, holy shit, what kind of fucking audience am I collecting here? I don't like it.
No, dude, we have like 7 fucking lifelong losers who literally we pissed off at some point, and they will go around to every video, and like there's at least 5 because it's like the same 5 people who you know live in their mom's basement and like literally can't let go of like an argument from like 4 years ago. But that makes me happy because I'm like, you spent a lot of time.
It couldn't be me. I'm nice to everyone. It's like, I'm nice to everyone. They know it's you. You Satanist.
Do it. I'm nice to everyone. You don't talk to anyone. It's easy to be nice to anyone.
That's why it works.
Completely sheltered away from everyone.
I know that's why it works, because no one can ever say that Jay was mean to me because I just don't talk to you. I don't.
I'm gonna tell everybody what you say about them. Oh, he was talking about you.
I feel like John. About you now I'm John Rambo. I was like, I don't talk to anybody. I don't talk to anybody. No, I just don't have social media, and I stay completely away from it.
You're a smart man. You're a smart man. I wish I was that fucking smart. Okay, let's see here where we were with Eduardo Santiago.
Hello, John.
James Gunn should have just focused on the properties he is working on. Plus, he is married to the blonde from Peacemaker. Bruh.
Yeah, I did. He did. He won Life Lottery. He won the Life Lottery. Yeah. That guy was blessed from birth to have a great jackpot success. And congratulations, James Gunn, because that girl is spoken.
I think that makes me hate him a little bit. Maybe that's where it started, where I started to be like, this dude's a little creepy to me. Like he's got like a creepy, like weirdo vibe to me lately.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I think that James Gunn actually, like as co-CEO of DC, and I think his vision might work for what they want to go with in the future. The box office is going to tell, like whether or not if this movie is amazing, because you can't deny James Gunn is a good director. He is a good director, like without a doubt. He understands
absolutely
the characters for the most part. When he takes on a project, he understands how to write the story, but he does take a lot of risks on certain things, and sometimes it pays off. But is he more of a, like, here's the thing, Superman is meant to be like a hopeful type of character, and he's not more, but James Gunn always tries to lean into this. He likes to play up those anti-heroes, those action comedies with like anti-hero characters, which is great. Yeah. I love that shit. So I don't know if it'll work for Superman. It might.
Oh, there's no way he'll do that with Superman because his only order.
The comedy though, his comedic like timing and how he writes shit. I don't know if it will necessarily work for Superman is what I'm saying.
I've never ever had a problem or been icked out by James Gunn before until the Superman thing. And it has nothing to do with Superman. Honest to God, like the character or the Snyder thing or any of that. But like he's just seems so creepy to me lately. I've never felt that way about him before until he got this job at Warner Brothers, and now he seems so like, I don't know. I saw a video the other day of him just like sultry, like reading a comic book at his desk, and he was looking at the camera like.
Or did you perceive him as being sultry because you thought he looked hot?
No, dude. That guy, I'd be really scared if I ran into an alley. He's got that look.
I don't know.
He's got the look.
Well, I guess we can make sure that we write off James Gunn ever appearing on the show. Ever.
Don't worry. Just say something to him on Twitter. He'll probably answer you.
Yeah, he probably would. By the way, I know this isn't James Gunn related, but thank you, Eduardo Santiago. It's a really nice question, comment, whatever. I will say this though. Did you guys hear that John Bernthal has officially been added to the cast for Tom Holland's Spider-Man?
I only saw the headline.
Well, there wasn't a lot of information that came out, the article that I read about it, but it was basically like they were saying John Bernthal, I guess, walked back his stance on the Punisher because one of his main things that he had said that he would only appear in the new Daredevil shows or whatever if he could keep it R-rated. And now that he's appearing in the new Spider-Man film, A Brand New Day, they're like, well, has he walked that back? So they're almost like trying to like, oh, John Bernthal is hip. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Like Spider-Man has had run-ins with the Punisher in the comic books multiple times, and it always is a cool contrast to how Spider-Man like Daredevil. Like Daredevil will go so far, but John Bernthal's or the Punisher will push it to the maximum level, push it to the limit, and like it's a cool thing to see. But yeah, I think it's I kind of like it. It's going to be interesting to see how they handle is it going to be PG-13? I would imagine.
Yeah, and everybody's saying because it's a paycheck. Like, yeah, money talks for sure. But I don't know, dude. I really, really love the idea of Spider-Man and Punisher together. Like you said in the comics, it always
it's
worked.
Great. Yeah.
it's always been a cool idea. I've always wanted Spider-Man to team up with those guys, get into a little bit of the darker territory. Maybe Spider-Man in Hell's Kitchen doing some shit with the boys.
There was
throwing them back.
Yeah, just throwing it back a couple of brewskis, exploring each other in the campfire light. What? No, there was a comic book that I remember reading as a kid, and I loved it. It was like a team up between Spider-Man, the Punisher, Night Thrasher from the New Warriors, and then like one other guy, and it was awesome. They were all like different. They all had like different ways of dealing with criminals, and some of them were more extreme than the others, but they had to work together to take down the bad guys. I fucking love that shit, dude.
Yeah,
but I think the rumor is that it was going to be Spider-Man and the Punisher were taking on. It wasn't Kingpin. It was another villain that they were teaming up to fight. I can't remember who it was. Yeah, Cockblock McLaughlin. Yeah,
sucking the cocks of justice.
Yeah, that guy's been crazy for years, and he finally escaped. Yeah, I don't know who it was, but
it's just a fat woman with a pretty friend.
Yeah, Iron Wolf says Mr. Negative. No, it wasn't Mr. Negative. It was somebody. I can't remember who it was, but oh no, it was the Hulk. That the rumor was it was the Punisher teaming up with Spider-Man to take down the Hulk, or at least a version of the Hulk, like maybe one of the Red Hulk or whatever the fuck.
That'd be hot, dude. You know what? It'd be awesome actually to see the Punisher versus the Hulk, because the Punisher could just use his bullets and all of his ammo, and it's not going to kill him. So you get to see Punisher go full guns blazing, like double. You know what I mean? Giving him everything he's got, and it's not like he's murdering somebody. Because in Marvel, that's a problem when you put Punisher in other people's movies. It's not like Punisher can be going through a Spider-Man movie shooting people in the head.
No, but they'll never pull the trigger on that. Like there was a combo called the Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe.
Yeah,
and that's the one thing about the Punisher is that he can learn the weaknesses and shit of a superhero like Batman, kind of, if he has prep time. But the difference is between him and Batman is that he'll kill him. Like he's like, I got you now, bitch, and then he'll fucking like, that's it, you're done, son. But but they were trying to make it like a big issue, like from some of the article headlines that John Bernthal walks back stance on the Punisher. Like, guys, it's not Eric and a few other people have said, it's a fucking paycheck. That's what he's doing it for. Who gives a fuck?
What if they make a rated? Why can't they make a rated R Spider-Man movie?
You think they're going to make Tom Holland Spider-Man rated R? Fuck no.
I mean, I don't think they will, but why not? Do it.
Because it's Marvel, dude. They're allergic to money. They don't know what that looks like anymore.
Some nutsack. Yeah, I mean,
I know what it looks like for me though to go to pee. I gotta go pee in the toilet.
Enjoy it, Pippa Sam. But you know what I'm saying though? Like, if you're gonna do it, what if the next announcement they make is Deadpool? Spider-Man, Deadpool, always great, right? Spider-Man, Deadpool, Punisher. Yes, this will be rated R. We're not gonna have Tom Holland going around throwing F-bombs and cutting people's throats, but like, they can make fun of them and stuff like that. You could have that comedic thing go between the three gentlemen. Maybe even throw Ghost Rider in there. Do it all in one movie. Make it R-rated. You know what I mean? Why not? That would make so much money. And Ryan Reynolds already said has no interest in doing his own full Deadpool movie. Just let him come in and do the cameo scenes. You know, dude, that'd be so good. Deadpool did also kill the Marvel Universe, Eric. I remember that one. I do remember that one. Man, that would be really cool. I mean, who here would not watch it? Would you guys not shit bricks with excitement? What is Thor doing? He's shitting bricks with excitement. Look at his face. Look at him stand to attention. Oh, there he goes. He's gone. That was fun. That was a fun ride. Thank you, Thor. I agree. I just think I had the coolest idea ever. That's what I think. You can think how you feel about it. I'm waiting till Jay gets back for that one, Austin, because that's funny. I've heard that before somewhere, but it's funny. Thank you, Sin Roth. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate that very much. Don't be deep in depression if Superman tanks, Michael. It's just the movie, you know? They're never going to stop making Superman movies. Never. I don't think it'll take, though. I think it's going to be huge. I don't know about the tracking and all that. I don't know how that works. I really don't get how they track movies. I know it has something to do with like pre-sales, but do any of you guys like pre-sale buy your tickets to movies? I've maybe like Avengers Endgame or something. If I know I'm going to go see it on like a Friday night, you know, and I want to make sure I have a ticket, but Thor knows someone's going to take him for a WALK. I can't say the word. Oh, you are? Okay. And when he knows someone's going to take him, he starts freaking out and spinning up and down in circles and going nuts. Yeah. You get the poop bag, which is just a Krueger bag from under the sink, and Thor starts like going absolutely ape shit. It's the funniest thing ever. Hey, Memphis, if you have your headphones in, keep your eyes up. Make sure you're not walking by anybody. Okay.
Her lips are devil red, living la vida loca. That's actually, I was peeing and I was thinking about that song for some reason. I don't know why.
If you're walking in the neighborhood with Thor and somebody tries to run by, he will bite them.
Dude,
I forgot to eat them.
So this morning, we had a tweaker outside of the apartment at the dumpster.
Jay, I told you that was personal.
Well,
I had a bad night.
You got to hold it together better, baby. Hold it together, because I was going to talk about it. But yeah, dude, this guy was like leaning on the dumpster. Because April came in and she's like, because she was walking Buster to have him poop and pee, and then she's like, oh, there's this dude that's all fucked up and he's out by the dumpster. I'm like, really? And I looked out the window and I saw him. He's like leaning on the. I was like, you want to take out the trash? Because I had to like take the trash had to be taken out.
You're gonna go out there and talk to him?
No, I was just gonna see what he did, like poking him.
Like, you're just gonna stand there and watch him?
No, but then he's like sauntered away.
Like, hey, is that a quarter over there?
No, but he sauntered. Yeah, he sauntered away. It's like, hey, I think I see a needle with heroin in it. Go do something. But yeah, it was kind of freaky, dude. I kind of felt bad for him a little bit. Then I did.
We should have stopped throwing cans at him.
Yeah.
Sicko.
D says go scare them away with the Slenderman mask. Oh, dude, if that guy was in the middle of like some kind of like really bad trippy moment, that would have fucking sent him to the moon. Like that guy might have like banged. He might have final destination his head into the side of the dumpster if he'd seen like some like Slenderman mask coming out towards him talking like that.
Hey man, what you doing around here?
What's wrong with you? Why are you standing next to the dumpster? You have too much drug. That would have fucked him up.
You have to look drunk. Jeremy Shelley said, Jay, Corey Feldman hates Eminem. Explain why. Oh shit. Does he? Is that a real thing?
Does he? I have no idea. Well, yeah, because like his music is like really negative, and like he's one of those guys that I don't respect at all. Like he says he's the greatest rapper of all time, but all I hear is the greatest excuses because I've talked to him to do Battle of the Bands, and he says no way. So I call him a coward and part of the wolf pack. He's a problem. He needs to go. I don't know. I have no idea he didn't like him.
Ironically,
Corey Feldman chases headlines. I'm actually surprised he's not like trying to reach out to him, like Stan from the music video, and try to get him to come up to one of his shows.
I think Jeremy was just wanting you to do your Corey Feldman accent, but I did Google it, and the only thing it's even sadder, dude. What pulled up, it was like Corey Feldman compares himself to Eminem.
Oh my god. Well, dude, I'm not shocked. You guys really got to join our Patreons, the ones that aren't, because we did a whole thing where we like went through like the interview that he did. And I don't think we got to the point where there's another interview that we didn't get to, but dude, Corey Feldman literally talks about basically saying that Michael Jackson basically changed his appearance to look like Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like I totally think that he probably like was like really liked the way I look. And it's weird, like the timeline. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like, so yeah, it's like it wasn't enough that he's obviously stealing Michael Jackson's moves and dance moves when he's like performing, but he literally has created a scenario in his mind that Michael Jackson was trying to look like Corey Feldman to capture that magic.
No, dog, you stole my shit. You stole my shit. Austin said, "You worried about the tariffs?" Yeah, I'm worried it'll tariff like keep on pulling it.
Dude, I don't even know what the fuck that means, little kid. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Ty gave 28 inches later a 9 out of 10 for me. That's what you call 28 inches later, because that huge zombie dog.
Yeah, change your mind after you got a hold of it.
Dude, like, I swear to God,
like he looked like a totally, like he's a ramp. What was that thing in Clueless? Oh, it looked like a totally Monet or Total Monet. Like so far away, it looks like really, like it looks really good, but up close, it's all messy.
Yeah, Jay, I have to demand, dude. You cannot high seize this one. You got to see it on the big screen. You're not gonna be able to take that much dong. It's like when you go to Cinemark and they're like,
see all the wiener veins in full 4K. You have to.
That's what they should do. Because if you guys ever go to Cinemark right before the movie, they take like Fantastic Four or whatever's coming up, and they're like, choo, 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 and they show it on a phone, and they're like, you wouldn't watch something like Fantastic Four on a phone.
I totally would. 100%.
Dude, they need to like zoom into the tiny zombie dong and be like, you wouldn't want to see tiny zombie dong, and then you want to see it big, and then just have that dude's huge Swagenhagen just right there on the screen.
Yeah,
be awesome.
His master cock. The master cock's ball cocks. He's got the end off the cock. What do you guys think though? I mean, I know what I'm going to say, but despite the projections being low for James Gunn's Superman, is it going to crush Fantastic Four at the box office? I think it's
Yes.
100% it will.
Yes, I do think so, and rightfully so. That movie does not look great. Blazing Asian. I think he was Asian. Says, love Shane Gillis. He reminds me of Norm. Rest in peace.
For sure. I could see that. Norm Macdonald was on like, dude, when I was younger, I didn't get Norm Macdonald's like humor at all until later on as I got older. And then I was like, oh, dude, he was like one of the funniest dudes I've ever seen in my life, like ever. Like perfect. The way that he slow drawed out like his jokes and shit, and it landed every fucking time because he had this very monotone, relaxed way of doing it. I thought he was great, dude. Yeah, you're right. I don't think he's on the same level as Norm Macdonald. I think Norm Macdonald had the dry sense of humor and sarcasm down to a fucking science. Like he knew how to use that shit. But Shane Gillis is up there as far as like comedic geniuses now. But
Yeah,
but Norm had a way of like telling like he would be able to like take real world shit because he read the newspapers and stuff and watch the news and weave it really like surgically into his jokes.
Yeah, well, and Shane Gillis he sort of does the Jim from The Office thing. Like he'll just say a joke of like, you know what I mean? But that's what because of that, like you could see, like you said, you could see having a beer with him in your garage for sure.
Yeah, and it's not just because of the Post Malone video that he did. The Bud Light one, that did work. Yeah.
Junk piano player, one of them for each of you. Says the Shane Gillis George Washington bit's one of the funniest things.
Dude, it's so fucking good. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
When he does the tour?
With the reenactors, and he was talking about that. He's like, everybody was like, during COVID, he's like, everybody was still in character, and I was the only one there. And he's like, they wouldn't let you talk. So Martha Washington, she'd walk around while she was showing me the place, and she'd be like, but she wouldn't be able to speak because of COVID restrictions. So it was like a 2-hour fucking tour. So it's like I went outside. I was like, what the fuck was that? And then he was like, when they went down, they showed you George's slave quarters. He's like, one of the guys was a reenactor, was dressed up as a slave, and he came down and he was and it was like he did the whole bit. And he was like, when I saw him, I was like, what are you doing out? Because he was like, yo, you must be a time traveler. Tell us about the future. And he was like, what are you doing out of your cage? Dude, I can't do it like Shane Gillis, but dude, dude, that was legendary shit.
Nighttime said, Loomis, leave Malcolm McDowell alone or feel my wrath.
Why don't you feel the wrath of a job on your forehead? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because you don't look for one. Shut your gut. Malcolm McDowell is a mistake on the underpants of Halloween. A dirty butt stain that needs to be washed away. Disgusting. By the way, you know what? I remember when we saw, I don't really believe that. Malcolm McDowell was actually really good in the Halloween remake with Rob Zombie, the first Halloween.
First one.
Yeah, after what they destroyed his character. But I will say when we were doing Scarefest years ago, that was so... Malcolm McDowell was up like signing autographs, and I zoomed in on his face, and I was like, "Fake Loomis," and I guess I said it louder than I thought. And dude, he looked directly at the fucking camera.
You said imposter Loomis. Like,
imposter Loomis. And I must have, my voice must have carried. So Malcolm McDowell like heard me and like looked straight at me, like I was Captain Kirk in Star Trek Generations.
It never crossed my mind until right this moment, though, that him not knowing who the fuck we are. But when he heard you do that, he probably had no idea that you were pretending to be Loomis, and he thought you were calling him imposter Loomis compared to Donald Pleasance.
Probably because I was pointing the camera at him, and the way I said it with such venom, he was like, "Who the fuck is this asshole?"
He literally went.
He did. He like stopped what he was doing. He was in mid conversation with the person in front of him.
If I wasn't such a pussy, I would have kept the camera on him. But as soon as he looked into the camera, I went, "Nope."
JT was like, "Show the video." Well, I don't know where it is. Like,
it's on the internet.
It's on there somewhere. But there was a moment I zoomed out because I zoomed in on him and I zoom out. So you can see the camera move in. And when he looked at me like that, the camera zooms out and then I stopped recording it. Because I was like, oh shit. Because I didn't want to get thrown out.
Yeah. I mean, the video's on our channel. Like I can actually show it to you.
Because the only other time that it happened where we didn't really almost get thrown out, but we got in trouble is other than that, nobody came up to us, like nobody of the management team or whatever was like, Malcolm McDowell is extremely mad that you fucking said imposter Loomis. You need to make a public apology. No. Nothing like that happened. But when we were filming one year, we thought we were allowed to film everything, and Robert Englund was doing Celebrity Row, and we were filming for this channel to put it up on the channel, and they came out of nowhere and they're like, you got to stop filming. You have to stop it. And then I was like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, we're just filming. Like, that's what we were allowed to do. And they're like, not on Celebrity Row. I mean, they were pretty, I'm exaggerating, but it was kind of like, what the fuck is a press badge for them? I don't know. I mean, we're not like, I'm not like, I mean, I don't know. We're putting it up to promote Scarefest.
Yeah, we literally were not filming anyone either. That was the thing.
I was like, Robert England's here? Like, where?
I didn't see him.
I really didn't see him. And they were like, yeah, and that's what happened. He was the only one with the like do not film sign or something near his table, which I didn't even know he was there. So
I'm trying to find this right now. This is why I'm not paying very much attention.
That's all right. No, it's one of those like needle in the haystack. Because it was a one small moment in the video. It's one small moment.
Yeah, that's why it's so difficult.
Eric says, "Remember pissing off Jimmy from Jimmy Eats." I didn't piss him off. He just like that guy. That guy just didn't understand direction. That's all that was. I didn't piss him off. Like he pissed me off. What are you talking about? I paid money for his ticket. Like he should be like a little bit thankful, and that I was there and hanging out outside his fucking tour bus, you know, to say hello. And he came out with an no. He was all right. I might have like overstepped my bounds a little bit, but I was feeling pretty good on some alcohol, and all I asked him to do was like get some wham up, and he kept on acting like it was like a Shakespearean line that he couldn't nail. And I'm like, dude, I don't know why this is so hard for you, dude. Like you make music for a living, you have tons of fans. Like you made a music video. Like I'm not a director. I'm not Steven fucking Spielberg sitting up here with a megaphone screaming in your face. All I want you to do is look in the camera and say, get some wham up in you. And say it with some enthusiasm, but you're not willing to do that, and that's fine. And now I feel like an asshole, have wasted your time and mine as well. So thank you for the lovely evening.
If anybody out there, any of you super fans from the old stuff, know which video it is, and you can find the timestamp, I will show it. But I can't find it. I can't find it right now. It's one of our Scarefest videos where you can literally see Malcolm McDowell fucking dead zone us for like 1 second.
Darth's like, Jay was doing like the same. Do it like I fucking tell you. I guess it did come off like that. Maybe I was like a Quentin Tarantino on a rampage. I was like, hey, that's really nice that you think that you can ad-lib my script. You can ad-lib my script. I wrote these fucking words. So why don't you just do what I fucking wrote on the fucking script? And then you can fucking go and do your own movie when you want to. Like, I was trying to do Quentin Tarantino in my head, like doing a voice for him. Dude, you know how he's like that? He was like, so, well, then you should go talk to Jamie Foxx about that. He's down. And you got to do like a little lisp. He's like, yeah, I'm shutting your butt down. I'm shutting your butt down. Did you ever see that interview where he like that cringy one?
Yeah.
That's really bad. Yeah.
A bunch of people went and were like bothering him while he was eating and like screaming feet.
Yeah. Well, he is a foot fetishist, but I mean, it is what it is. Dude, I saw one where the like this, what do they call when they jump out of bushes with their wieners out? Oh, those are just people.
My dad.
Like, oh, no, those are called, what are they? Exhibitionists. No, the paparazzi. They were at like a coffee shop that he went to, and they were like filming him, and it was early in the morning, and I think he tried to slap the camera. He's like, "I'm gonna sue you. You just slap me." He's like, "Oh, really? You're gonna be a pussy?" You go, like, dude, like Quentin Tarantino is one of those dudes I would love to fucking talk to, but I'd be more intimidated to talk to Quentin Tarantino, to ask him anything or have him on the show to interview him than Bruce Campbell. Swear to God, I really do.
Well, I mean, that guy knows everything that's ever been known about movies. Like, you got to give him credit there for sure. Like, he's probably one of the most knowledgeable movie people in the history of the world.
Well, and he's also got an awesome like origin story, because he worked at a movie store for years and just talked about movies nonstop with customers and friends. That's awesome. But I'm saying, like, I watched it. I don't know what interview it was. He was talking to some guy. You could tell the guy was like as very vanilla that you can get about going to see movies and knowing about what any movie is. And he was talking about something. He was trying to be smart and being on Quentin's level. It's like, yeah, I really think it meant this though. And he was like, yeah, I guess it. Oh, I know. It was Bill Maher, dude. It was Bill Maher. No, we're talking about Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino. He went on to Bill Maher's got a podcast where he has it's set up in his basement, and you just smoke weed and drink, and he just talks. And he was down in the basement with Quentin Tarantino talking about movies, and like Bill Maher was like trying to get like really heady with Quentin Tarantino talking about like Schindler's List and shit like that. And you could tell Quentin Tarantino was like, "You've never seen a fucking movie in your life. You've never seen a fucking movie in your life." Like, you could tell, because he kept on talking, and he's like, "Yeah, I guess you could, I guess you could look at it like that." But I mean, that's not what it's really about, is it? It's not really about that.
He's a weird dude. He's such a weird dude. Like, an insanely weird dude. But he makes great movies. That's what I know.
Bruce Campbell's one of those dudes. If you interview Bruce Campbell, you know what you're getting into. Bruce Campbell is going to roast you. But that's like an honor to be roasted by him.
Maybe. Depends on how he does it. You know what I mean? Like, if he does it with his fingers inside me, I'll take it. But no, I've seen him say stuff, and I'm like, man, that would be so embarrassing if I was that person. But he's just a funny dude.
Yeah.
You know? All right. What else we got? What are we thinking?
What are we talking about? What are we talking about? The last Final Destination movie that just came out.
Ooh, Bloodlines, nice one, very good. Fuck dick, Bloodlines.
She was on her period.
Dude, I'm thinking I'm a little almost too soon. Personally, with this one, I loved it. I loved it a lot.
It was really good. It was really good.
Comparative to the other movies, like I realize it's not a fucking great all-time great.
But okay,
movie.
but if this is the last movie they ever made,
it was, yeah, it's one of the best ones. So I think that would make it almost touches the sun for me.
I loved a lot about it, and obviously the Tony Todd scene was incredible, especially since they let him kind of ad-lib his line. That was awesome.
Yeah, that too. Talk about finisher, man.
That was really cool. And I would almost put it in the sun, but I feel like the ending, it felt like, for whatever reason, the ending felt rushed to me. Like, I know it was going to happen. Like, nobody can survive, but it just felt so janky. I'll play that pretty rad. I got to go pretty rad.
Oh, all right. Well, chat, you tell us.
Yeah,
Almost Touched the Sun or Pretty Rad. Just type it in. We won't do a vote. Just type it in really quick. Tell us. Tell us where you stick it.
Man, you know what sucks? I wish we could get away with like playing music while we're doing this. This would be so fucking fun.
Me too. That's what the Patreon streams are so fun. I get crazy when I got music in my head. See, I'm waiting for
Dar says they let him write the scene. Get it right, Jay. All right, well, fine. They did that. All right, that's even better. Cool.
Leave it to JT Customs, by the way. He found the timestamp, so we'll watch that here in just a little bit. That's awesome, dude. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Almost Touches the Sun, pretty rad, Almost Touches the Sun, pretty rad, pretty rad, pretty rad. Almost Touches the Sun, almost touches the moon, pretty rad, pretty rad, pretty rad. Almost Touches the Sun, almost touches Jay's butt.
Thanks.
Pretty rad. Almost Touches the Sun. It's pretty
tight. Did you grab my ass? Do you want to?
Pretty rad. Just want to let you know you're barking up the wrong tree. That's all. It's so tight. Rad.
I got one son with his head up in the clouds, and I got another son with a head up in the ass. Not in the wrong.
I think the majority said pretty rad. So you win this time, piece of shit.
Thanks.
I'll come over there and I'll fuck you silly.
Promises.
You guys know that scene in No Country for Old Men when Josh Brolin's sitting there and he's in a good mood just because he found all that money and his wife's talking shit to him, but he's sitting on the couch and she walks in. He's like, keep talking to me like that, Carla. I'll take you in the back and fuck you.
You know what? Maybe people, when they went to see this in the theater, they were like shocked by the verbiage, and they're like, "Oh my god, what an asshole!" Like, I would leave a guy that talked to me like that. But here in old Kentucky,
you laugh though.
Well, no, but here in old Kentucky and like probably other southern states, you're like, that's just how normal people talk to each other in a healthy relationship. I heard that a million fucking times. Like growing up, they were like perfectly fine. But I'm saying like it was extreme. But I always thought that part was funny as fuck.
That movie, dude. I say that to Katie all the time.
Yeah.
I say it to her all the time. I was like,
so real.
Like, I'll take you in the back and fuck you.
Obviously, he didn't mean it because I don't think he wound up doing it.
That's such an underrated, funny line in that movie, dude.
Yeah.
All right. What we got next, boys and girls? There's a couple girls here.
Yeah.
It's not an all-out sausage fest.
Like 2, maybe 3.
What do you guys think? Chat? What should the next final one be? In and out and all around.
Dar said that's what they call sweet talking in the South. Yeah, you got it right. That's damn right.
Oh, D-Land's got a great one, dude. Jeepers fucking Creepers Reborn. Did you ever watch this stinky piece of shit?
No, I avoided it. I avoided it like fucking death. So this is going to be you in chat because I refuse to watch it. There's no fun. I don't want to.
Yeah. Well, it's the quick. It's going to be a really tight one, but yeah, get in Steve's butt and shut the fuck up.
It's getting kind of it's getting kind of tight in there, huh?
As that might be. That's if you had a number one like. This isn't just in Steve's butt. This is all the way up in his. This dude. This is
in his prostate.
Yeah. Steve's getting double teamed. Supreme.
Good
now
God.
We're talking double team. Supreme.
Yeah, dude.
The worst movie I've ever seen in my life. The worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
That's why I didn't watch it. I knew it was bad. Here's the thing about Jeepers Creepers. Like Jeepers Creepers 1, amazing film. Jeepers Creepers 2, I liked it. I thought it was really well done. I thought, a lot of people gave it shit when it came out because it wasn't the first one, but I thought they didn't do a bad job with the follow-up. After that, with all the other bullshit that came out after, I was like, dude, this one. And then they had other things on the table. I'm glad I didn't watch it because it would ruin my remembrance of Jeepers Creepers. Do you guys think that Jeepers Creepers should be remade now? I don't know.
Yeah, I would love to see it remade and get as far away from Victor Salva as possible. Get a fresh new look on the whole thing.
As long as Blumhouse isn't the production company that buys it.
Correct. Now that would be one for A24. I think that could be real fun.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Lionsgate would be great at that. Neon, that's my choice. Neon doing a Jeepers
Neon would be
movie.
good.
Oh my god, dude,
that's a good one. I like that. By the way, Mind the Gap says never seen these movies. Dude, you got to get on that shit. Oh my god, you've got to watch Jeepers Creepers, at least the first one.
The first one's so good, dude. Yeah, just don't buy it, pirate it. That way, none of your money goes to a pedo, and then you'll be good. Because it's still a great film.
Yeah, but that's also that is true. Does he still? I know he got bought out. Victor Salva got bought out. I don't think he owns it.
I think so. That's what I understand. I think that's the case. Said I got to do Scream 6. We got to do Scream 6. I would put Scream 6 in pretty rad, honestly, if it was the last one.
I put it at fuckable.
Yo, fuck you. I fuck you.
No,
you don't fuck me. I fuck you.
I just do. I mean, dude, how are you gonna fucking like have a fully loaded gun and then throw it at somebody and disarm yourself?
That's one part of the movie.
I know it was dumb as fuck. That was so stupid. It's like, hey, I got a loaded gun. I'm gonna throw it at him.
We'll do him. That was one part of the movie, dude. And one single.
There was also I didn't like the whole like I'm the father that's helping my young children bond by killing. I just thought I thought the idea behind the family being what the fuck is this? I don't know. I just thought it was dumb. I thought it was still a decent movie. I just didn't think it was like that good.
All right. So chat, you guys picked this one as well. Fuckable, pretty rad. Type it in right now. And
what's
okay? That smoke wagon.
What's your pick 2 movies from Scream that you would put absolutely no doubt an all-timer?
Scream 1 and Scream 2.
Well, then I appreciate you more and respect you a little bit more than I did last night. Because I thought you were gonna say like Scream 4 or some stupid shit like that.
No, I don't like Scream 4 as much as most people do. I like Scream 3 a little better actually than Scream 4. Scream 4 is probably my least favorite. Scream
I hate fucking Kirby, dude. I hate Kirby.
I'd go Scream 2, Scream 5, Scream 6, Scream 3, Scream 4. That'd be my Scream ranking.
I'd be like, Scream if you got them.
Okay, what were you guys saying? Let's say
Christopher Sampson saying Bloody Disgusting is a great production company. Yeah, I mean they're not bad.
They're doing good so far, dude. With Cineverse and all
which
that.
Is I'm happy to see. I'm happy they're doing some cool stuff, making some waves.
I got Sucks My Butt Steve twice here. Pretty rad, pretty rad, pretty rad, pretty rad. Fuckable, radical, pretty rad. I think it looks like I think I've got this one. You butt fucker.
It's not a me versus you thing. God damn.
I just want to find the right place to put it. That's all I'm saying. Oh, now it's not. You won the last one.
It never was.
You were.
It never was. You didn't even have your car. How
about Hellraiser? So Hellraiser 2022 would be the last Hellraiser movie that we got.
Yeah, dude. You know what?
Definition of fuckable in my opinion.
Yeah, it's 100%. That's all it is. It's fuckable. I thought Judgment was way better. I thought Judgment actually was more in line with the Clive Barker storyline with Pinhead. I understand that they were like, well, actually, technically, Pinhead could be could be it was a woman in the. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. I'm saying like Judgment post Doug Bradley was more in line with Clive Barker's vision of what Hellraiser should be, and they were doing. I would have loved to seen a follow up to that. Like it wasn't like some kind of grand, amazing opus of a Hellraiser film, but I think it was way better than the bullshit we got with Hellraiser 2022. Hellraiser 2022 had some good moments in it, but generally speaking, it is the most basic definition of fuckable.
I think Hellraiser 2022 was a slight disappointment just because David Bruckner directed it. I think it should have been better, but it was super slow. Had some really, like you're right, there were some really cool moments in there, and there's some really puzzling moments in there.
I hated well, they go back and they change the entire fucking lore of the box.
Yeah,
I didn't like that at all. Like, what are you all doing? Like that, like to me, it's like when you're trying to fuck with like the origin of the Le Merchant box. I don't know. Fuck you.
Yeah, more than anything, I just thought it was a little too boring. It didn't need to be that boring. But Fuckable's not a terrible place for a Hellraiser movie. There's quite a few Hellraiser movies that belong right in Steve's ass.
More than that that is comfortable for Steve for sure.
Yeah, even Steve doesn't want that.
Yeah, Steve's like, Jesus Christ, don't put it all in me.
I I'm all broken up here, bitch. I can't work.
Somebody said Joyride 3. I never seen Joyride 3.
I didn't see that one either.
I didn't even see Joyride 2. Yeah, I didn't see the second one.
I never saw either of them. Let's see. What do we got? What do you guys think? Terrifier 3. Terrifier 3. That's the latest one. You know what? I'm gonna say pretty rad. I'd put Terrifier 2 in Almost Touches the Sun, but I'd say Terrifier 3 for me is pretty rad. What do you think? You whore.
Yeah, I'll put it pretty rad. I think it was pretty. I didn't hate it. I wouldn't put the second one in Almost Touches the Sun, but I think it was. I feel like it was on the same level, but just a little bit better. So it's, but I will put it pretty rad. I'll put Terrifier 3 pretty rad. I like that.
Yeah, I dig it. It's a good movie. It belongs there. You know, I probably would put Terrifier 3 over Scream 6 though, if that makes you feel better.
I don't care what you do with it.
That makes your all's butt nuggets feel better.
Okay, we got some good ones here. Someone said Evil Dead Rise, Ice Skate Jesus. Man, Evil Dead Rise. A lot of good stuff about it. Like the idea, the concept of it being in an apartment building, taking it out of the the deep dark woods in the butt fuck cabin. I thought that was cool. I thought that cabin. That's a terrible place to be.
Says you.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess it depends on who it is. But man, there's some really, really cool things about it, and then there's some really stupid things about it.
I'm at pretty rad. I think it's pretty rad.
If it was the last Evil Dead film, it's not even close to what they did with the remake. It's not even close.
Well, let's look at it this way. Do you think it's closer to Nightmare on Elm Street 2010 and Hellraiser 2022, or do you think it's closer to Friday?
No, yeah, it's not that bad, but there's parts of it that's just fucking dumb as shit. But you know what? Pretty rad's fine.
I think but it does flirt with being fuckable a little bit.
There's parts of it that are really dumb.
You do notice a lot more problems than the first time you saw it. I feel like, but it was a good little movie. Good little movie.
But yeah, it took me a while to even appreciate the Evil Dead remake that they did, because when it first came out, I didn't hate on it, but I was like, it's not. But you know what that was? It's because they promoted this like it was some kind of like second coming of Christ. They were acting like this was going to be the juggernaut that killed everybody that saw it because it was so terrifying. It was like, what the fuck are you smoking?
Yeah, and you know what? I would probably put Evil Dead remake as an all-timer today.
I would definitely put it in Almost Touches the Sun. I wouldn't put it in all-timer, but it would be Almost Touches the Sun.
You shut your goddamn mouth, boy. Exorcist Believer, dude.
I didn't see that one.
You still haven't seen that?
I won't watch it.
I don't blame you, actually.
I won't watch that shit at all. No.
Oh man, that thing gets down, and it gets down right in Steve's crisper. I mean, that's where it goes. right to the board. That's where it belongs.
I realized something. As we are now an hour and 28 minutes into the show, I'm never drinking that early again. You know what I'm saying? It was like I cracked the first apple juice at about 20 minutes, and I'm never gonna do that again. There's a reason why I wait an hour.
I mean, you didn't used to, so I mean, to be fair, it's not. I mean, it's
but that's why now my whole fucking clock is thrown off.
we're halfway there.
I'm not drunk. No, I'm not drunk, but I'm feeling it hard. I'm like, I don't know what 2.5 hours is going to look like if I keep going. It's just Miller Lite. I'm not drinking anything hard. I'm not drinking anything illegal.
That boy had 3 Miller Lights, and you'd have thought he was on.
That's just they say you got no diet. No, I have a Diet Coke, but I'm not chasing that shit. Like once I activate the beer, it's over. Like it's like morphing into Power Rangers. You can't go back. You gotta get the Megazords out. It's time to fight.
Oh, let's answer a couple super titties while I go take a pee. That sounds like a perfect time to be like, hey Jay, show's yours.
No, dude, I don't have Ultra. It's expensive. That's why I'm trying to I gotta be careful.
Expensive.
Those tariffs are fucking crazy.
It's Donald's fault.
Thank you.
We are at Deshaun Chaney at 731 Pum.
All right. I will do that.
BRB.
Darth, you're a liar. My face is definitely not red. It might be though. Deshaun, oh, thank you, dude. A member for 3 months. 09 Friday is an all-timer. Love you guys, even though on my deliveries y'all say the most Diddy-ish. I'm assuming every time my door is open. Well, I'm sorry. It's just bad timing. But I don't know what do you mean Diddy-ish? Like, I never said like, hey, get that fucking baby oil and rub them up real nice. But I'm sorry. But you are right. 09 Friday is an amazing flick. An all-timer. It's close. But I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry about the Diddy stuff. Have a good delivery. JK, but now you got to do H2 1981 and H2O. What do you mean? Oh, shit. That's right, because H2 could have been the last film, and H2O was marketed as the final chapter of Michael Myers. Okay. Good call. Deshaun Cheney also says, the map says we're fucked. A classic line from Freddy's Dead. That's a great time. Ty says, Alpha schlong was longer than Jay's farts. Impossible. But I'm glad that you're keeping up. Okay, Ty. Appreciate you. Christopher Sampson, thank you so much, dude. Says, Jay, are you going exhibit your grilling skills this 4th of July? No. Mike, what future project do you think Corey? Okay, so I'll wait for Mike to answer that, but I don't grill. I don't know even know what to fucking grill. I can't do that shit. I don't do that shit. I try it, but they would definitely I get the fire department call on me or some shit like that. D Mitch, hey man, member for a year, dude. Thank you, D. Sarah Campbell, 3. Oh my god, thank you so much. Gifted 5 memberships. Make sure if you get a membership, thanks, Sarah. Appreciate you, Sarah. Holly Roxy, thank you so much. Member for 9 months. Who's your favorite superhero? Batman is my number 1. Bat's heart. Favorite superhero. Buck. I don't know, man. It used to, man, back in the day, it was way back in the day. And I'm not talking about Chris Evans, Captain America. When I was growing up reading comic books before there was a Captain America movie, it was Captain America. Now, dude, I fucking Dr. Manhattan, dude. Dr. Manhattan is a badass fucking character. Is he a superhero? I don't know, but he's awesome. But thank you, Holly. Batman is also, a good go-to. Austin Cade, appreciate you, says, hey, gays. As far as Superman, I do cosplay, and I cosplayed as the new Superman at a convention, and a bunch of kids were really excited about the character and haven't seen that much since Superman 06. Cool, man. Yeah, word of mouth. I don't know if this is in relation to the Superman film that's coming out, but you were saying you cosplayed as the new Superman and people were very excited. I'm sure that there are, and that's what that article was referencing, was that the name alone is going to generate buzz. People are going to go and be like, hey, the new Superman movie's out. I'm going to go watch it. But I think they're talking about a first watch type of film. It's not going to they want to capture that. Oh, it's Saturday night or Friday night. A new movie showing. What are we going to go see? The new Superman movie. That's what they want. Not the name brand is always going to be recognizable. But you're right.
The superhero fatigue is real.
They haven't seen much Superman since 06. It's true. But yeah, because Henry Cavill. When was Batman versus Superman? Was that 06? No, that wasn't. What are we talking about? What are you?
No, that was just 06. Shit,
a bunch of kids were really excited about the character,
man.
And haven't seen that much Superman since Superman 06. I don't know. Oh, by the way, Hollywood.
Oh, that Superman 06 would probably be. That's probably Superman Returns.
Yeah.
Favorite superhero? Deadpool for me. Mine's Batman, Wolverine, Deadpool. But Deadpool.
Dude, I picked something I knew Jay was a fascist. I picked Dr. Manhattan from watching. He's pretty cool, dude. I don't know.
You just had to be cool. I gotta pick someone weird.
I gotta be weird and out there. It's the only way to live.
I like his little blue.
And then here, Chris says, Mike, what future project do you think Corey Feldman would be great for after his CeeLo Award for that amazing McDonald's commercial?
Oh, dude, I forgot. I totally forgot. I didn't show that. Thank you for bringing it up, Chris. I have a treat for everyone, courtesy of our buddy Chris Sampson.
First off, I was the one that broke the news about the CeeLo Award during Patreon. I did.
Yeah, but he said, where is this? Okay.
I've researched Corey. At this point, I might as well be his documentarian.
Yeah, Jay's basically a Corey specialist at this
I'm
point.
I'm in the wolf pack apparently.
Check this out, guys. Corey Feldman, in his most prized piece of work, he's very proud of this. Corey Feldman, if you interview him, he will not talk about Lost Boys. He will not talk about the Goonies. He will not talk about Friday the 13th. He's past all that now. He wants to talk about new things, unless you want to talk about his Crisco award-winning turn.
McDonald's.
This McDonald's commercial.
Yeah.
Here we go. Dude!
Look how great it was. Camera angles are great. I'm really working it like I don't know where I am.
Do it as Corey in the commercial, like in his mind, the kid's mind. The kid's Corey, and then
it would be grown up Corey and not like little kid Corey. I can't.
Right, but you're his
Corey.
brain.
Okay,
you're what's going on in his brain right now.
Oh, it's another day of haters. I gotta get up and make sure that they don't see me sweat. Look over here. What's in here? A new shoe? No way. Mom and Dad didn't love me that much. Gotta pull this out and look. I knew it. It's a goddamn 50-cent certificate. Mom, did you love me ever? Here I come. I'm gonna ask you straight up. Wow, I'm drunk from last night, even though I'm a kid. Walking down the steps, making sure that everything's legit. Wolfpack, are you here? They're not. Now I've got to go pee. No, I don't. I got a gift certificate. A McDonald's gift certificate, bitch. Not everyone has that. For someone special. Oh, shit, I forgot. I'm going to eat this. I got the munchies, man, and I'm not high. Wow. Look, a Wolfpack member stole my 50-cent check.
That was the best, dude. That was the best.
I don't know. We're going to get sued
awesome.
one day. I'm 100% positive that's going to get a lawsuit at some point. They're going to be like, he was reacting to my commercial that I won an award, Your Honor. I won an award for that. No one had ever seen a McDonald's commercial quite like that. It really sold a lot of hamburgers. I'm drunk even though I'm a kid. And then this fucking asshole said I was drunk and he should know that I had problems with alcohol when I was younger. It's like, then, damn.
That was awesome, dude. Well done. Well done. That was great. Mr.
115 says, the fuck, guys? I mean, what do you mean, dude? like, first off, hey, man, go and look at some
lore.
Like, first off, see how he treats his own peoples, all right? It's not like, I mean, Mike used to feel bad for him until I showed him some of the interviews that he did and how he acted on stage.
Yeah, no, I did. Until I saw how he acts as a person, I was like, fuck that guy. I was already on board because of the all caps tweets. The Wolfpack, but like, yeah. Okay.
Like, you keep poking that Corey Feldman bear. Yeah, I know. I can't wait to get his attention.
What are we doing? What's Saw 3D, the final chapter? Benson's right. That was the final chapter. Saw 3D. Oh, what did I just do? It's the Wolfpack.
Man, I don't want to do so. Well, okay, we'll do it, but I mean, it's like I you know what it is? I forgot.
I don't dude, that was literally gonna be my next words. Is I like which one was this? Yeah, I get him so confused.
I literally I don't remember Saw 3D. Is that the detective? Is that the detective guy?
No, the detective one is Saw 7, but literally 7. No, it's that was not Jigsaw. Spiral. No, was it Spiral? Yeah, I think it was Spiral.
Oh, okay. No, I'm talking about like the he was actually a good Jigsaw. Like he was like a lead detective on the case, and then you find out later on in the film that he was like, I think that was like Saw 5 though. That might have been like Saw 5.
Guys, was Saw 3D the one with Chester in it? No one seems to like. He said Saw 3D.
The silence is deafening. I don't know.
Yeah, like why aren't you guys helping?
Hoffman. Yeah, it was Detective Hoffman is the one I was talking about. Thank you, Holly.
I can't, dude. I literally can't remember which one this is.
Well,
no, that is the one with Chester in it. I'm gonna say Fuckable.
I think a lot of people were like thinking Fuckable.
Yeah, that's. I remember that movie being okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. Fuckable. Yeah, that was tough. Sorry, that was terrible. We're all
Ice Skate. Yeah, you said it several times. We got to do it. Alien Romulus. That's a great one. That's a great one, dude. such a solid fucking film to present to us. I will put that at Almost Touches the Sun myself.
Dude, that's exactly where I was gonna stick it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded weird.
Stick it real good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people. There's a big faction of people who hate this movie with a passion. But let me just tell you, dude, it felt like you were back in Alien, but you got a new story, and that ending just took it over the top rope. Macho Man Randy Savage, that was awesome.
Yeah,
that motherfucker who smiles, he's like, he's got his little non-dick bone area and his tail. Fuck yeah, dude! Almost Touches the Sun.
Yeah, 100%.
I have such heartburn tonight.
Sony Bones is saying all timer. I mean, dude, it is a great fucking movie. I think it's amazing. They blended perfectly the special effects and practical effects for that film, and you could tell that they actually gave a shit about the Ridley Scott vision that he had going for it.
Mind the gap. So we're not just doing like ones that are final movies. We're also doing like if the franchise ended with this.
If it ended,
just stick it. You know what I mean? So not just those ones. So it spans a lot of stuff. I don't count Predator Killer of Killers because I didn't see it, and I'm just never gonna. It's an anime film, so I feel like it's more of a side liar. You know, because I've seen some people saying that in the chat for sure. So if you did Predator, you'd have to do what? You'd have to do Prey.
Yeah, Prey would be you'd have to do Prey.
I think Prey is without a doubt all timer, dude. Like, I mean, seriously, like I love how they didn't do any practical effects really, and it just went straight to Hulu, and I think that puts it in an all timer for me. No, I think it's fuckable at best. People probably give me shit for that, but I think Prey is just a fuckable movie. I think it was super overrated.
Yeah, I remember liking a little bit, and then some of it. I'll put it at fuckable as well. I have to go pee really bad though, so
get it in.
I'll be back.
That's what I said to my uncle. What? That was gross. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. Apparently, the world's going to shit right now in a handbasket. But hey, we're here, and we're gonna have fun together. Okay? Look at me. Look at me. Eye contact the entire time. The entire time, eye contact. That's how we like it. Right, Thor? You tell him. Tell him it's going to be okay. Look at him and tell me it's not going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Just look at my dog. I bet you wish you could pet him. Well, you can. Come over and I'll let you pet him. It's going to be fine. Thank you. Yes, I'm looking. Thank you. I'm looking. No, I don't see how you guys could possibly put Prey in all timer. I saw a couple all time. That seems crazy to me, dude. I don't get it. I like that movie just had terrible CG. It was good. It was good. I could not possibly put it beyond fuckable though. A lot of issues with it. I have love for you guys. I'm still going to put it in fuckable, but I do love you all very much. I just never got it, personally. Okay, let's give that dog a treat. Don't breathe 2 to me would definitely just quantify as a fuckable at best, because in Don't Breathe, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that is going to be the last one, because with Don't Breathe 2, they tried to take a guy who we know to be an R word, and an R-rape rapist, and like they tried to make him a hero of the story. And I just thought that was just gross. I hated that. I could not root for that guy. He seemed to be. We watched this man forcibly tie up a woman in his basement and turkey baste her with his own semen. I'm never gonna, never ever am I gonna be able to root for that guy. I thought that storyline sucked butt. So for Don't Breathe 2, I'm definitely going to stick that in. But it was not a bad made movie, so I will still put it in fuckable personally. But I do get the sucks my butt. You know what, you guys, you empowered me. Let's put it in suck my butt, Steve. That whole point of that movie was stupid as hell, wasn't it? Just dumb as shit. Thank you, Holly and Stacy.
What?
My butt. My butt. Where would you put Don't Breathe 2? Did you ever watch that one?
No. Yeah. I can't remember it at all.
My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff. Steve's ass is getting full tonight. I wonder if we can fill this thing up before we leave.
Don't
You know?
Breathe 2. Yeah, I think I probably did see it. I just don't remember. I mean, that's probably why it sucks. Wasn't memorable.
No, wasn't memorable. What's the ones that we gotta have? What's the ones we gotta have in this list?
Well, I know we gotta have a Chucky film, but I think they all
duh.
suck. But after the
Technically,
first one,
wouldn't it be the TV series?
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be it would be a Chucky movie. I would say let's just relegate it to it has to be a film.
So, which one would it be? 2009, I guess.
Yeah, it would be
2019.
The Buddy one. I actually kind of like that one a little bit.
Yeah, I guess 19 would be. That was kind of fuckable.
Yeah, I kind of like actually like that, and I thought Mark Hamill did a really good job. Which I know that his talent agent hasn't told him that he's done in a while with acting roles. So,
yeah,
I'd say Child's Play. Yeah, the most recent film with Mark Hamill voicing Chucky. I'd put that as fuckable.
Yeah. People aren't going to like this, but if we did do the TV series, I would totally put it in Steve's butt. I think that the TV series started out pretty cool and had some really cool ideas, and they had a special chance to make something awesome. But instead, they're like, let's focus on teenagers making out. It has nothing to do with their sexual orientation or whatever. But like, dude, I'm here to watch a Chucky movie, and you're making me watch like a teenage love story. This is awful. Like, I thought it got terrible.
It got really into the weeds with the 90210 drama, and it was like, I don't give a shit.
100%. Ooh, that's a great one, Blu-ray. That's a really good one. Blu-ray said, motherfuckers, Psycho 4.
Ooh. Okay, hold on. Because
it's the prequel.
Yeah, like for some reason, I get Psycho 3 and 4 confused.
Yeah, no, Psycho 4 was when he's on the phone the entire time with the DJ at the radio station.
Yeah,
and they figure out who he is.
I don't remember, like honestly,
because she got pregnant.
Well, Psycho, the series actually was good. All the films were actually decent, even after the first one. I think I would put it pretty rad because from what I remember, I kind of enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed all the Psycho films after the first one pretty well. Psycho 3 had that awesome opening too. They had like that music was fucking bomb.
Yeah, dude, I like all the Psycho films. I would put it in pretty rad.
Mm-hmm.
I think pretty rad's a fair place for Psycho 5 for me. Would you agree, sir?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I like it. I didn't hear it. Speak up, bitch.
Did he die? Did he die? I hope so.
Did you hear he talked some shit about Mel Gibson?
Did you hear Mel Gibson's been talking shit about everybody?
Oh, has he really? I didn't know.
I think he has. Like at least every other fucking article I've seen popped up that Mel Gibson been trending on Google. He's talking shit about Newsom or something going on in California. Which I was like, well, you are the Hollywood ambassador as ordained by Trump, so flex it, I guess.
So I have not seen this movie, but granted of what I know about the Tremors franchise, at this current state, I would assume that Tremor 7 would probably sucks my butt, Steve.
I've never seen it.
Take a look at what you guys think. People have seen it. That's probably sucks my butt,
dude.
Steve.
Straight up, like the last Tremors I saw was part 2 when Earl, I can't remember the actor's name, got a new partner, and it wasn't Kevin Bacon, but it was all right.
Tremors 2 is pretty good.
Yeah, but that's the last Tremors movie I saw. So
where we stick Tremor 7, guys?
We'll let chat talk because I don't know.
I feel like a lot of people probably haven't seen Tremor 7. Sucks my butt, Steve. That's what I'd imagine. Pretty low quality shit they got going on there.
What do you guys think are the chances of them doing like an actual Tremors TV show with Kevin Bacon coming back and reprising his role? I mean, it's not like, people are beating down Kevin Bacon's door to have him do anything. And like, he was all behind it. Dude,
he literally filmed a pilot. He filmed a pilot episode. But no, the rights to the original Tremors went back to the guys who made the original movie, and they're planning to make a new movie. So we don't know if Kevin Bacon will be in it or not, but I bet he will.
Well, you know what? That's fucking stupid. You have Kevin Bacon, the pure dusty butt of the desert, Kevin Bacon wanting to do it again. Just do it like a mini, like do a Netflix show, like 7 episodes, like following what happened to him after the first one, because he was never in any of the sequels, and just go from there. That's what I would do. But
yeah, no, I think it'd be great, dude. So we're gonna stick at Sex Bomb. I don't think it doesn't seem like many people watched it. Okay, so how about?
By the way, a little side lore about that. What the fuck? Kevin Bacon. I was gonna say Kevin Spacey. Kevin Bacon actually was at the end of his rope when Tremors came out. He thought that was gonna be his last film he was ever gonna do in Hollywood, because he was like, I think his whole thing was like, I couldn't find a role any longer. after Footloose and some of the other films that he had done in the 80s. And he's like, I'm relegated to chasing fucking giant sandworms through the desert, like a hooker looking for a job. Like, I don't, and then he's like, that was going to be it. And that movie was actually very good and very, very well received. And it kind of revitalized his career. Little cool side note.
Every time I see Sophie Cunningham, I think of that line, the chick from the Indiana Fever.
Yeah.
That old Kevin Bacon line where he's like, and long legs that go all the way up. How about to Conjuring 3, guys? Since we don't have Conjuring 4 yet, I personally would put Conjuring 3 right in Steve's bum. Steve's bum's where it would go.
I like the Conjuring series, but it definitely is going to go in Steve's asshole. And you know what? And have a family in there. It's going to spawn. It's going to spawn relatives. I actually was excited for seeing Conjuring 3 because here's the thing about Conjuring 2. Conjuring 2 was slow as fuck. It had some cool moments in it, but they focused a lot on the Warrens' romance subplot, and I feel like that took away from the movie. It got good at the end, but it took forever to even get going. The Conjuring 3, I was like, all right, well, cool. It's going to be a film back to formula. They're going to have like the screams and all that cool shit in it, and it was fucking stupid. It was boring as fuck. Yeah, it's in the butt of Steve.
Yeah, Steve's butt's going to get full tonight, guys. There's no doubt about it. He's running out of space already. It's a Dark Knight.
Well, usually you don't really see the last film or what's considered the last film of the series outperforming the first or second of the films in that series. So
yeah. Oh, that's a good one, Clinton. Paranormal Activity. Next of Kin.
Oh yeah.
Jay and I like this one a little bit.
That's not the last one.
Yeah, that's the last one, dude. Next of Kin. You're thinking of Fox.
You're thinking of Ghost Dimension.
Ghost Dimension, and then afterwards was Next of Kin. It went straight to Paramount.
Oh shit!
It's the one that went in the snow. Totally different from the franchise. I actually thought Next of Kin was almost pretty rad. I think Fuckable's probably fitting for it, but
I can't remember.
Pretty good.
I'll go with your old judgment. I don't remember.
Yeah. I like Next Kin, man. I'm putting Fuckable, but like a positive Fuckable, not like a negative Fuckable. You know what I mean? Not that Fuckable's bad. Fuckable's good. Who doesn't want to be Fuckable? I do. I aspire to.
You have to try to be. Yes.
Someday. Somehow.
And now what we
get
should
it
do
right, but not right now.
Is we should rank all the He-Man Masters of the Universe openings from the cartoon. We'll do our
just
top
right
10.
Now, out of nowhere.
We'll do every our top episode. 10. I literally watched that today. Somebody somebody took the time to put together the top 10 animated.
Austin is filling Steve's butt.
The fuck out of here, Austin. Yeah,
Austin is filling Steve's butt hard, dude.
Austin, you're like, hey man, it's so warm and soft in here. I'll just put another one in here. In Steve's butt.
Steve's butt. Don't stop till you get enough. Steve's butt. Don't stop. Steve's butt. Don't stop till you get enough.
Pet Sematary 2 was a fucking masterpiece compared to Bloodlines. And I mean, actually, Pet Sematary 2, I always kind of liked that movie, even though people hated it when it came out.
I like Pet Sematary 2. I think it's all right.
Well, no, it was one of those films that it was so unneeded. And when they cast Terminator 2's little cousin, what's his name? What's his fucking name? The kid from Terminator 2. Edward Furlong.
Little cousin.
Yeah, I don't know. And I was like, yeah, it's not great, but it's all right.
Leprechaun Returns. That movie is also gonna bring Steve's butt maybe a little luck.
Oh my god, dude,
stank. That was awful.
I never seen it. You know what I'm starting to realize right now? Like, I feel like that scene in Double Dragon, the great Double Dragon film that happened with Robert Patrick, when Scott Wolf, one of the best unknown actors of our time, that was famous for Party of Five, was like, dude, my old life flashed before my eyes. I sleep a lot. That's what I feel. I sleep a lot. I never saw this. Because I thought Leprechaun 1 was good enough. I was like, I'm good now. Thank you, Warwick. That was awesome. And then I moved on.
Yeah, no, I get that, dude. Leprechaun Returns was awful. It was the origin, just trash. And just like that, Steve's butt is full. He's full. We're overlapping. He's tired. He's Bonnie Blue.
All right, let's get it
on the weekend.
All right, let's get a good one going. Let's get a good series that's actually like kind of hard to figure out whether it like really sucks or not. Thinking Vinny,
by the way. That was a great movie.
I don't remember reading.
What's a big one? Blair Witch definitely does. Well, the last Blair Witch was 2018, right?
I was like, it was like 2016. Oh yeah, that you could do that one. Yeah, Blair Witch.
Yeah, Blair Witch. I think that movie.
I thought it rocked it a little bit. Yeah, it was fuckable. I thought it was all right.
Yeah, like it had the found footage, obviously, but it was cleaner. We got to see the witch. We finally got to see that bitch. You know what I mean? That was nice. Just for a second. Ouch, you're on my hair. Blair Witch goes fuckable.
Courtney Love's vagina jumping from tree to tree.
Now, a lot of people have seen Courtney Love's vagina.
That's true. They have. Well, here's the thing about that movie. I know that a lot of people got upset when they actually showed the witch, which I get because the idea that your imagination can create something a lot scarier and weirder than what they showed on. Because that was the whole thing about Blair Witch 1, the original. They were like, where's the fucking witch? God, idiot. You didn't even show the villain.
I did want that. I wanted to see it.
But yeah, but the point being is like it was scarier that your imagination could make it whatever you wanted it to be. But I thought they handled 2016 Blair Witch pretty well. But they did fuck over the original actors a little bit.
100%. No, that's true.
Yeah,
that is true. Going through this, you guys, we're filling this thing up fast, quick as hell. Oh, dude, Stacey James has a good one.
Oh,
what about Halloween H2O? Dude?
Actually, yeah, because they actually mentioned. I don't know, maybe Stacey did, and I totally forgot. Not that I have been drinking at all, and that's why I forgot. Just because Halloween 1981, Halloween 2, and then H2O, because Halloween 2 was supposed to be the end of it as well.
Sorta. I mean, did they ever but it wasn't like this is the final.
That was definitive, dude. Like he walked through the fucking plate glass window of the front door, and then they blew his ass up with some gas canisters.
No, you're right. I'll give you that. They shot him.
They shot his fucking eyeballs out
and lit him on fire.
Yeah.
Where would you put H2O? I'd say, I honestly so here's the thing. Not the biggest H2O guy. I respect the movie, appreciate it. I think the mask sucked. I think it's a little overrated. But like as a final movie, dude. That is the best Michael Myers ending of the franchise. All the times they tried to end Michael Myers, apart from 2, all the time they tried to end Michael Myers, having her cut his head off after all that would have been so dope as an ending to the franchise. I actually call H2O as a final movie almost touches the sun. I'm not kidding.
Dude.
No. I'm dead serious, Jim.
Nah, dog.
No,
dog. I can't go with you on this adventure. But I appreciate you though. I put it pretty rad at the best of times. I never liked H2O. I never hated it. I never liked it. It always felt too clean to me. It felt too much like a Scream movie with a Michael Myers mask in it, because Scream was the popular meta at that time. Everybody was trying to be Scream. Everybody was back in those days. And when that movie came out, I feel like they had something special to go with. I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back. It's her final appearance. It's like Ric Flair saying he's retiring, but we all thought it was for real, and it could have been something really cool. And they had a great mask at the beginning of the movie where they were using the Curse of Michael Myers mask. And then anyway, I put it at pretty rad. I never fucking hated it, but I never liked it.
I was torn between Pretty Rad and All Such a Son, so I'll just sequence to you on this one. I'll stick it in Pretty Rad.
No, you go with your heart. Go with your heart.
No. That's fair. I consider Pretty Rad, so I mean that works for me. That works for me, sweet.
But I mean, it is an extremely popular movie. Like amongst Halloween fans, it's almost like Mecca for some Halloween fans. They love that fucking movie.
How about Halloween 2 though?
We're talking about the original Halloween 2, not the Rob Zombie shit stain.
Right. Fire shots in both eyeballs, lit on fire, firewalk. That's an almost touches the sun, buddy.
Yeah, I feel like you got to put it up there. You got to put it up there. And like when I was a kid and I watched it, well, when I got into Halloween movies, there was already Halloween 6 was getting ready to come out on VHS. So there was the first Halloween 5 films. When Halloween 2, it was always one of those weird, I liked it, but I didn't like the fact. My biggest complaint when I was a kid was that Michael Myers was using a fucking scalpel. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What kind of pussy ass weapon is that? Why are you?
Yeah, but he stuck that in her back.
But he did. I know. But as I, as I got older and I watched, I was like, it's so fucking good, dude. And that ending, it's time and then the whole explosion. Yeah, it's almost touches the sun. If that was the last Halloween film ever,
yeah. Technically, you could put the original Halloween on here too.
No, because he would. Well, you could. That's
John
true.
Carpenter never wanted to make a sequel.
That's true. You could do that. You could put Halloween.
Let's just do it. Let's just put it in all timer. I just want to feel some happiness in the world and just put Halloween in all timer. You know?
Yes. If Halloween was the last film ever in the franchise, it would definitely be an all timer.
Yeah, because technically for sure. What about Insidious 5, guys? Red Door. I thought it kind of sucked. I think fuckable at best. And I may just be saying that because Steve's butt's full. That movie sucked.
That's not the one where it was Lin Shaye's origin story, was it?
No. This is the one where they went back and basically did Insidious 2 again, and he chased everyone around the house.
Yeah. I think it sucked. I think it was pretty bad because I don't remember anything about that at all.
Yeah, I think that was pretty bad. If that's the final Insidious movie, I do think that goes in Steve's butt, man.
Because the one that they did with Lin Shaye's origin story, I thought actually was pretty good.
Just overlapping at this point. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, Steve. I believe in you.
A lot of H2O fans up there because we lost a bunch of people.
It happens. Poltergeist. Oh God, it'd be the remake,
dude. I don't know if Steve's ass can take anymore. At this point, he's got to get checked for AIDS. He's getting so fucking rammed.
It's a pounding, dude. It's a pounding.
Multiple fucking poundings. It's Steve's asshole looks like a fucking pancake at this point. He looks like the windy tunnel of Chicago.
Some positivity from Nick Knight. Fright Night. 2011.
Almost Such as the Sun.
Colin Farrell.
Almost Such as the Sun.
I'm with you, dude. That movie rocks. That was a good fucking film.
I don't care. It is.
Yeah. Get in there.
Anton Yelchin was awesome. Colin Farrell was great. It was perfect. It was actually did that movie I know that movie had to have made some decent bank, right? But maybe it didn't. But it should have if it didn't. Like I feel like it like nobody really appreciates how good that movie was.
I don't know. I don't know how that did box office wise. Probably not. It couldn't have done
Fright Night 2 sucked. The original Fright Night 2 was terrible, but that one was really good. Colin Farrell was fucking phenomenal in it, but yeah.
And also, you're right, Tomo. Anton was taken too soon. That guy would have been doing so many amazing things right now.
Anton Yelchin was great, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He ruled. All right, let's think. What do we got? Puppet Master's Tough Action, because nobody's seen that last movie. Nobody watches those anymore.
Yeah,
so everybody keeps saying Jaws. What was the last Jaws movie? Why do I keep doing that?
The last Jaws movie was Jaws 1.
Probably that
was the only Jaws movie that needed to happen, and then all the other ones were bullshit. Jaws 2, I don't remember. Jaws 3D, I do remember sucking. Jaws 4, I don't remember at all. Yeah, Jaws. Jaws 2 was the revenge. There was Jaws 3D.
I don't know what the last movie was. No, the most recent movie is Jaws: The Revenge. It was Jaws 5, Jaws: The Revenge, 1987.
That's not true.
Chat, tell us. Tell us right now. Tell us.
Maybe it is. I don't fucking know. I don't
remember it. I don't think I watched it. So chat, you guys tell us where does Jaws: The Revenge go?
Jaws just celebrated their 50th anniversary.
They did
a few days ago.
Some sweet popcorn buckets at Cinemark right now.
How much is it?
Probably about $30.
Were you the one that told me that the Galactus popcorn buckets for Fantastic Four were $80?
Yeah, dude.
What a fucking bullshit ripoff.
Bucks. Yeah, they had a cool thing going, and then they're like, let's just price gouge it. I'm like, well, you fucking ruined it, you know?
Because the Galactus popcorn buckets look awesome. And I was like, hey, for $20, I'll buy that. Even though the movie might suck. And then like $80, suck my white ass, Steve. I can't afford it.
$80 is amazing. I'm getting a mix. There's a pretty rad. There's fuckable, sucks my butt, Steve's butt. Trash, Steve's underhole, below Steve's butt. Yeah, it looks like it's going to Steve's butt. Welcome. Hey
dude, I had a really cool
family.
It isn't about this, but I had a really cool experience. I got to watch John Carpenter's Vampires with April, and she'd never seen it.
Oh, did she like it?
Yeah, she did.
That bitch.
Yeah,
oh, she did like it.
No, yeah, right. She was like, it kind of reminds. Well, I know it was all cool, and she's like, it's so fun, and she was really into the story until she was like, this reminds me of an episode of Buffy. I'm like, you fucking idiot! It's not anything to do with Buffy. And she was like, is that guy on Buffy? I was like, no, he's not. He never would be on Buffy. Never would be. And then it turned out he was. But I love John Carpenter's Vampires movie. Like, do that. And then and she was like, is there a sequel? I was like, yeah, it's got John Bon Jovi. I'm not watching it ever. Did you ever see Vampires 2?
No, dude, I never watched that. I'm not nearly as big a fan of vampires as you are, so I never watched the sequel.
Well, no,
I never saw Dusk Till Dawn 2 either.
Well, John Carpenter's Vampires, like for me, like Dusk Till Dawn is like the mecca. Lost Boys, like it's right below that, but like John Carpenter's Vampires is so fucking good, dude. Perfectly casted, amazing score, like shot awesomely, and the bad guy, the main Dracula guy that is like the master vampire. A lot of people don't know that is the main bad guy from Karate Kid Part 3. That's the dude.
Small world, eh?
He looks like I always thought he looked like Third Eye Blind's lead singer.
Stephen Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that shit. Where would you put the Candyman remake? People
wow,
this movie a lot. It's a good film. I think they flew too close to the sun on some of the current stuff. I think
the commentary took away a lot of it. Yeah,
the political commentary was definitely outdated or dated. But I would call that movie. I enjoyed it. I would go pretty rad or fuckable there. What do you guys think? What do you think?
For me, well, I feel like it's one of those, like when I watched it, I'm like, all right, I get what they're doing, and it's kind of cool. But Tony Todd could have totally done the role. Like he could have come back and reprised the role, and I feel like they took that away. And I get what they were doing. They were trying to make it for like a new audience and create this new Candyman. But I feel like the best I can give it is the best I can do is fuckable. I feel like Pawn Stars. The best I can do is fuckable. Best I can do.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough for me. I'd be between Pretty Rad and Fuckable, but I only watched it once, and maybe that's telling in itself. Jay, I got to tinkle so bad.
Oh,
I got to go tinkle.
All right. Where we leave off at?
My friend, we left off at
JK
7th. Oh no, excuse me. We left off at Deshaun Chaney 731 Pum.
Oh my God, we're behind.
Did we? I think you did a couple of these.
No, I did these. Yeah, I did these. Okay, so we haven't.
Did you do Alpha Slong was longer than Jay's farts?
Yeah, and I told him he was wrong.
All right, well, you know where we are there.
No,
hey, dude, I didn't see Sarah gave 5 fucking.
I know. No, I gave her all the lovin's. What are you talking about?
Well, fucking done, Sarah. Thank you. All right, you know where we are. I'll be right back. I got to tinkle.
Okay.
You said okay.
I don't know where we are.
That's like when your dad's like, son, I gotta go see about this hot blonde over here. Take over the grill. You're like,
no, it's okay. Like, hey, all right, you're gonna be on your own. You're gonna have to steer the bicycle on your own. Here you go. Okay, well, I'll do my best.
I'll be right back.
All right. Gary, if we read it before, I don't know. Rumors Sony wants to buy WB. Maybe we can get good DC games again. I don't know if he read your super chat earlier, but regardless, if Sony wants to buy WB, that's a great boon. If they can make good DC games, yes, I agree with you. That's fine. If that, and I did hear that rumor as well. The ghost of Ted Hollister. Mike didn't get Dream Warriors, 2 Power Rangers. Yeah, or he just has bad taste. I don't know, but maybe. Austin Cade, also Superman. Hold on. You know what? Timeout, Austin. At 8:06. Guys, are we okay? Did you guys? Are we at 8:06? Did you guys have you guys seen that super chat before? I don't know where we are in super chats. I want to make sure that every super chat is read. I don't want to like scam anybody where they're not getting their shit read. So have you guys seen this one? No? Okay. I'm gonna go with that. Also, Superman and Fantastic Four toys and merch since 06, almost 20 years later. Funny coincidence. Love 28 years, by the way. Big alpha energy. Love y'all. Okay. I get you. Okay. Yeah. I haven't seen 28 years. I'm looking forward to watching it. So thank you, Austin. Darth, who would win in a real fight? JCVD, Jean-Claude Van Damme, for those uninformed, or Michael Jai White? Mike, did you check out the Paradox? Jay, did you play Doom: The Dark Ages yet? I know you meant Dark, but I have not played it yet. And I don't know if Mike has
shut the fuck up.
Hey, how about you fucking go back to Fred Durst's concert, you son of a bitch?
Well, that guy has backwards hat on. He's got to go to a Fred Durst concert now.
Yeah, with your fucking like hair sticking out through the fucking front end. What are you, goddamn over the top?
You like this better, don't you?
I think that well, Jean-Claude, Michael Jai White in their prime, who would win?
That hair's not good.
I'll give it to Michael Jai White, but Jean-Claude's no joke. Like, he actually won kickboxing tournaments. So, I mean, he'd give a good fight, and then he would do the splits, no problem, and then get knocked out.
No problem.
And then he'd get knocked out by Michael Jai White when he did it. And then I haven't played Doom: The Dark Ages, and he wanted to know if you've checked out the Paradox.
I've not. I don't know actually what that is. I wish I did, and I feel bad, Darth. Sorry,
Darth. Matt Roberts. Hey, fellers. I can't watch live, so I'm not sure when y'all will get to it, but I truly believe Halloween is almost touches the sun for how different and weird it is.
Are you doing that just because he has a cowboy hat on?
Yes, I am. And I'm sure he appreciates it. No, all love, Matt. I don't know. Maybe you don't talk like that.
That boy likes riding steer.
But he said, but you know why I did that? You know why I did that, Matt? Because you said you started with, hey, fellers. Most people don't start out
that's fair.
Conversation with, hey, fellers. Halloween ends. You put it at almost touches the sun.
Liar horror. I love that movie too.
I just don't know if I believe you with your cowboy hat on, and I'm gonna have to borrow you from this here Marlboro stand. You ain't got a leg to stand on there with that kind of statements.
Hey, I gotta go ahead. You're good.
Ogre John, thank you so much. Very simple. It's time to drink some Everclear on the rocks. You're gonna die.
Damn, son.
Ain't nobody doing that. Ogre. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that, dude.
Ain't nobody doing that.
You're gonna see it's like that scene in Euro Trip where they drink absinthe and they see a fat fucking like fairy land on the stool next to him. And they start talking to it. Don't do that shit. Sewer Rat became a member. Hey, appreciate you, Sewer Rat. You got all
Jay,
sorts of cheese to eat here. What?
Welcome, Sewer Rat. Welcome, by the way. Jay, I got to show you guys something. Chat, I got to show you guys something too. This is a moment that happened to me a while back. My wife just sent it to me. I forgot to show you guys this. I don't think I did, at least. So my daughter, my smallest daughter, my littlest one, is she's in dance, right? Does all the dance competitions, all that stuff. Super into it. Competition team, all that. Real proud of her. Real nice. But she was trying to get me to do a high kick, like a dance high kick, and I did it. This is like 6 months ago, and I'd like to show you guys the results of me and how awesome I am at doing stuff like that. I have to scare us. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Check out how flexible I am, Jay. I know that you know for other reasons, but
I never thought you were.
Check it out.
Okay, hold on. You don't even know.
You don't even know.
Okay, ready?
Whole family's there, taking it in.
Are we filming? Watch out.
No.
Thor, go with me now.
Thor, come here, brother. Here, Thor.
I went down, bro. Went down hard.
Yeah. I mean,
check it. This is the actual. So I know you didn't know when to expect it. I tried to do the high kick, and then my back foot left the ground. And dude, the back of my head smacked the ground. I mean, this was legit hard as fuck.
Here, Thor.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what it is, man. The whole scene looks like fucking Art the Clown's gonna come in in 10 seconds with like a bag of goodies.
That was, dude, I'm not kidding you when I'm telling that was the hardest I may have ever hit the ground. I really thought I pulled something was and that's a hard one. Thor tried to bite my dick. Did you see that?
Yeah, he smelled the peanut butter on it.
It was immediate try to bite that dick. He was actually coming to check on me and see if I was okay. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, so the only thing that ever gave a shit about you was your canine.
I know.
Everybody else was like, nah, it's funny. I hope he fucking broke a vertebrae. But you tried. At least you tried.
Thor's trying to catch you. He's like,
but everybody else,
sorry, Dad.
You should have been like, I thought I broke an ass bone, so I just laid there for a little while staring up at the ceiling, wondering about how my life got where it is. I don't know.
He will do. When I'm wrestling with the girls, it's so funny because he will attack me. If the girls are like, I could be on the ground covering my head doing this, and the girls could be punching me in the head, and Thor won't help. He'll just start biting my arm and trying to help the girls beat me up.
Well, I could say at least you tried.
I did try.
I mean,
I could do it. Like normally, I could do it.
At least you tried.
Yeah,
I would have been. I would have if I had been there
on the hardwood.
If I had been there, I was like, so what's so fucking funny? At least he fucking tried. You all laughing.
No, that wasn't my son, Stacy. That was my little brother-in-law.
Yeah,
he was home from the Marines for a little bit, and we were all. That's why we were celebrating. So that was, yeah.
I mean, I would show a video where I did that wrong, but I've always done it right.
Do it right now. Stand up and do the toe touch.
No, I don't need to. A warrior never reveals his power without needing to.
Austin said, "Thor's like, I'm the alpha now." I'm the alpha.
He did come up to you like that. He's like, "You done? Good." No, I control the roost. We also have Gary, by the way. Thank you, appreciate you. Says found out why Dead by Daylight didn't use Robert's Freddy and why he's not on much. It's because Robert said every time you use my face, I get paid. New line or cheap. Interesting. That makes sense. I get what you're saying. So he said Robert Englund. He found out. Okay, so yeah. Well, Robert Englund.
I had to carry the two a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Has a running rate. I get what you're saying.
It's real nice.
Yeah, got it at Target. Super Tenor says cool collab with Craven. Something scary, Mike.
That was a good time. Nice feller. Nice feller over there. Nose scream.
God damn, another one.
Well, he was a gentle lover. I'm not
That's
used to that.
I'm going out on my own. Fuck it. That's it.
No, that was the same one from last time. That was the same guy I cheated on you with last time. It's not a new guy.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking go over there to goddamn Slash and Cast. They'll appreciate me. They'll appreciate me real good. Lewis Nighttime says Loomis Victor Salva wants to help you find Michael. When Michael was a kid, you're a fucking nasty asshole. You're bringing that shit up right now? Goddamn. I will protect Michael from Victor Salva. You sound like part of Koya Feldman's wolf pack. What are you talking about, Nighttime? Jesus Christ.
That's a tough sell, dude.
I don't know what to say. Sean Higginbotham says, so about Halloween H2O. Well, we did that.
We did it. How about that? You
Little
like that
bit.
shit?
It's fine.
I'd like to Higginbotham your butt.
Ty says, Jay, you're my favorite alcoholic. Well, you're my favorite asshole. So appreciate you, Ty. Gary B says,
Dad,
Terrifier,
is that you?
Gary B says, Terrifier 3 is almost touches the sun for me.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Gary.
Ty also says, last super chat, I ran out of the money I stole from Jay's house. I knew I spelled vagina. I knew I spelled old tuna. Ty, you son of a bitch. Douche before you come in and break into my home. Dean Between says, I appreciate the live streams that help us escape real life for a while all hell breaks loose around us. I know, dude. It's getting fucking wild out there, dog. I'm not even gonna, you know what? We talked about this before. We're not a political channel, but they's going crazy. There's some crazy shit going on right now. Yeah. And I have seen, you can't avoid it. Like, you know, you could just watch like I was literally watching top 10 He-Man Masters of the Universe openings. And I saw like something popping up on the thumbnails about what's going on. It's fucking crazy, dude. But I appreciate you, Dean. Yeah, dude. We all should just take a fucking let's just take a minute. Look, calm down, y'all. Yeah, let's just talk about things.
Yeah, and again, like you mentioned before, you know, it's that shit's it's no good. It's no good. Don't.
Well, yeah, and there's a lot of people that are chronically online, so that's all they fucking do. That's all they fucking see. You don't know what the fuck's going on. It's crazy.
No, and again, having family in the military, that shit's fucking legit scary. Like that's no good. But we appreciate you guys, and we're gonna have a good time. That's what we're gonna do. Fuck the world.
Let it burn.
Do
the
you
ghost
want
of
to
Ted Hollister? Berserker.
Thank you. I was like, you didn't let me finish.
No, I knew. I heard it. It was like a psychic thing.
Dude, that's crazy. All I said was, do you? And then you cut me off, and then you went, Berserker.
I knew what it was. We share one brain. The ghost of Ted Hollister. Thank you so much. Says, have you guys seen The Rule of Jenny Penn? one of the freakiest horror movies of the year, starring John Lithgow and Jeffrey Rush. That's badass. Play the trailer. Okay. Thank you, producer. I don't know anything about it, but that sounds pretty cool. That's a great cast. John Lithgow and Jeffrey Rush. By the way, John Lithgow is going to be the new Dumbledore in the Harry Potter show.
I like.
Yeah, I think
I
it's a
don't
good
know
fit.
Harry Potter from my elbow, but everybody's saying play the video from Scarefest. We forgot to play it. I got it pulled up here. I can.
Okay. So
can-
thank you to JT Customs for finding it.
Yeah. Appreciate you, JT. We knew you'd come through. I actually, when I said that, I bet JT finds it.
Yeah. Well, it's only a 10-minute. Yeah. So it was Scarefest.
We won't watch the whole thing. He gave me the timestamp. So
okay.
So for those of you who weren't here early in the stream, this is when Jay and I went to Scarefest together, and this is one of the funniest ones because as soon as we walked in, Jay was being Loomis, and I was Michael, but I was filming as Michael. And the funniest thing is that whenever Jay and I do this, Jay gets pissed off because he's like, dude, nobody knows who the fuck I am. Like,
it's true though, but it's true. Generally, it's true.
I get it. But he's like, I'm just a dude in a suit and tie, and I'm yelling. And he's like, they don't know that it's a character.
Yeah,
and I'm like, Jay, shut up. It's fine.
You're taking one thing out of context. I said that because we were walking around and I was screaming like an asshole, and they knew who you were. And I'm like, I just look like an asshole.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Like, I get it. I know why it's awkward, but like, because if you don't know our stick, you just see Jay walk around in a tweed jacket. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you staring at me? And like,
it's like, who's this fucking washed up TMZ fucking reporter?
He walks in Scarefest, dude, and as soon as we go in, I don't know, is that this video? Let me see if that's.
Oh no! Oh yeah. So this was the one that we met the Jim Varney guy and the guy that did Ace Ventura, and we actually had I can't believe they let us in that fucking Jeep.
Oh yeah, we got to get in the Jurassic. Yeah, that was cool. But
yeah,
I think this is when Jay walks in. As soon as we enter Scarefest, he goes, "I'm about to cause a chaos scene."
Yeah, I'm surprised that no one said, "Get down, he's got a gun" or some shit like that.
I'm gonna see if that's how this one starts.
I don't think it's this one. No,
I edited around.
Oh,
there's Ace Ventura.
I looked at, if you pause it, I looked over at the guy that's playing Jim Varney because he was doing I was like, you're doing so much right now. I was like, you're literally doing a lot. Like now I have to
Ryan Felipe. I know what you did last summer, hanging out the top of the Jeep.
No, I have to stand up to make myself known because you're taking away from me.
And everybody, it's got to be awkward for everybody else, but I have the mask on, so I can just sit there and be like, yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I was like, all right, well, this isn't scripted.
Yeah. This celebration of evil. I brought Michael here. Show him it's not all good. It's all bad. Watch what happens.
I don't Michael. Know why.
Do what?
I don't like filming in public and doing that character at all because I get awkward as fuck, especially when I'm trying to and that's why my voice was sounding deeper than it normally does because I was like, I didn't want to be so loud. So I already have my voice is pretty deep. So I didn't want my voice to fucking carry. I hadn't had enough alcohol yet.
That's why we do a lot of it outside so that nobody
yeah.
The people in there looking.
Those people don't want to feed you dogs, Michael.
Yeah, we heard you. we also that was my Ghostbusters 2 suit that we used to convert for Mike to use for a jumpsuit. That dude didn't.
Hey, these ladies were awesome, dude.
They were fucking awesome. They let me get. They let Mike go behind because I was like, "Hey, man, can Mike come behind there and film or get a little?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure, you can come back here." I'm like, "That's fucking awesome."
Yeah, dude, they let me just crawl over the fucking shelf.
She's so sweet. She's like, don't film me.
They're serving people. I was watching. That's got to be a health code violation.
Yeah, they let him walk back there, dude.
I forgot about
that. Was so fucking. Look at it. Everybody's having a good time. That was awesome. Yeah, the supernatural car, which I didn't know it was a supernatural car. Look at that gay shit.
That's fucking dope, man.
Yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff there that year.
stares back at you.
This is, dude. Actually, your edit was fucking dead on, dude. Like this shit looks like good. Like this looks like Adam the Woo.
Big old hug.
Like it looks good.
Hey, did you see this? Hey guys, you gonna give me a big old hug?
Now listen to me. I know my face is ugly, but I just want to hug a little bit.
Some cornflakes. Ew. Nice fucking bottle.
Look, it's the master store, so I can go back in time and fucking stop myself from marrying a slut.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You should do that. You should do that.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Matthew Lillard.
No, you're not. That's impersonation.
Was this the?
There's old.
That was the time that Matthew Lillard
They
and
were walking right behind us.
Skeet were like right behind us. Yeah,
and we were pussies,
Right
and we
there.
didn't like go and talk to them. They were literally right behind us.
we lied and said we weren't filming the celebrities, and we're literally filming the celebrities.
You gotta be a man on the street. Get what you get.
There's Skeet Ulrich right
Look how hot he looked, dude. He was like sitting there, like, yeah, I'm a cool.
Ugly.
Skeet.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Matthew Lillard.
No,
No,
look
you're
how
not.
look how cool Skeet looks.
That's impersonation.
Look how cool. Like, look.
There's a.
He's fucking just being handsome.
No, yeah, that's how he probably looked when he was in high school. He was like, I'm the only one that has a pack of cigarettes. Everyone else thinks that they do, but I got a pack of cigarettes. Like,
Yeah, he's just standing there being handsome.
There's old Skeet right there. Hold on a sec.
There's old Skeet.
Kiss you,
Hey,
Skeet.
Skeet.
like I knew who he was.
No, Michael, don't look.
Fucking dumb.
He was always misunderstood, Bub.
Bub was
Good guy at heart. And no
did
one
have
cared. She was like, no, get off of it, Mike.
Hey man, you got video camera?
What'd you say?
No bald spot. That's nice.
You got video camera?
I got one of them video games right there. What does it feel like?
Finger in his butt.
right in the butthole.
So you got
I don't know if you guys noticed
Mike?
that or not,
Hey man, you got
but I had my
Oh,
finger
dude.
right in his butt.
Dude, this Scarefest was lit though. It was actually really fun because I feel like this was the point in Scarefest where not everyone knew about it. So it was like kind of like still not that there's anything wrong with a bunch of people being there, but it was like you could actually walk around and not be elbow to elbow. But they had this whole thing set up in the middle, that Crystal Lake thing. They had a whole like diorama set up of like the Crystal Lake thing. It was fucking
Yeah,
awesome,
and that was
dude.
before the people who own it now are fucking assholes.
Yeah, it was before the dock times. Before
What'd you
the
say?
You got video camera?
I got one of them video games right
Gotta
there.
get- my finger was in his butt.
I like how you're looking over, like you look like a sexual predator. Look at your face. You're like, is anybody seeing me?
To
You
be
look
fair,
like
just
you look
just
like
you guys know-
but yeah, but you do look like you'd be at the Diddy party, like, oh, I don't know.
that wasn't an actual person. Just so you know, that wasn't an actual assault.
Yeah, we didn't like film it where Mike was putting his finger in a human being's asshole and running away. We didn't do
Free
that.
me too, man. You can do whatever you want to. You
Yeah,
just walk
we
up,
didn't
stick
do
your
that.
finger. What?
What does it feel like? Like a butthole? So you got. This is pretty cool, guys.
I think, dude. I think this was the VIP entrance hour when like
Yeah,
not
we
everybody
were-
was allowed in.
We were in the 100%. We were in the hour before they opened the doors up. But like Scarefest used to be run like really pretty solidly.
Yeah.
Like it was a totally different time back then when we were doing it.
Yeah,
It's like, I mean, these guys put a lot of work into this.
It is.
that shit was sweet.
Look at that. That's cool as fuck, dude.
Like, really good
And
stuff.
they were having photo ops right there. They were
My
having
man
photo
hard at
ops. So
work.
you could-
He's like, I'm wondering why I'm still doing this for because I'm not getting enough for it.
It's true. He wasn't.
So, welcome to our booth, guys. This is not his. A lot of subscribers, a lot of support.
Dude, we were like,
By the way, that wasn't our booth. We just sat behind someone's actual booth.
this is basically us being salty bitches that we didn't have a booth.
Really good. Hey, you guys want nothing but a promise of something great later? Come on down here to nothing. This is our channel. This is what it represents. Zilch.
We don't actually even own this booth.
I know.
Jay's just sitting there.
I know, I'm gonna get arrested.
God damn you, Oliver. I think they sell them at.
Oh, look, my favorite.
Check these out, dude.
Those little tinies?
Those are awesome.
Yeah, I've seen those tinies.
We're
I
almost
like
to
this
I know you do. He said, "Hey, Kane.
I was like,
Hey, Kane Hodder. What's up, man?"
I didn't say it like that.
I didn't. I was like, hey.
Which isn't Michael.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about low lines. Easy access, Leo.
He doesn't like to talk. He doesn't like to talk.
It's so embarrassing, dude, because I don't know.
One of the absolute icons of
The lady said it would look great and maybe it would help you with your age, Michael.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on back.
I don't know if we were allowed to get in there or if he just did it.
I'm pretty sure that, yeah, I don't know if we were allowed to.
I think you asked the guy. I think one of us asked if we could get in.
When we had the other 4 dudes with it, we did.
Well,
but
they,
I don't know if
they
we did or not.
definitely, yeah.
So, who's even driving this? Oh, it's automated. That's right.
Get your face out of it.
Like look inside.
To get your face out of the camera.
It's somewhere uncomfortable, like the backseat of a Volkswagen.
Oh God, you had to bring up Mallrats again.
You're like, stop making the same jokes over and over again, dude.
Yeah, it was.
I thought he said it was 509. Did I go to the wrong video?
No, I thought.
Hey, we got stabbed, Michael, and you don't stab him.
809.
He wins.
Oh, that
guy was
guy
big
kept. I kept running into that guy, and he kept squaring up against me, and I was like, "No, Michael, no, Jason, stop it."
These are fun though, but they were like,
I'm gonna get out of here now.
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
oh
here it is,
yeah,
right here.
this is it. This is it. This
So
is when
pay close
time. This is when time stopped.
It happens real fast. Okay, it happens real fast.
I'm gonna get out of here now. The imposter Loomis.
Like out of nowhere, he fucking zeroes in on one camera that said that, and he like heard it with his big fucking ears or something.
You didn't even say it that loud, but dude, he literally went.
He did. He looked right. He was like, "What? Imposter Loomis, not me."
I'm gonna get out of here now. The imposter Loomis.
It was like fate, dude. Yeah, dude.
This parakeet's been raped.
Look how fucking unsatisfied he looks. He looks like a male basketball coach of a struggling high school team. That's like, you guys are not doing your best. I know you can do better. Like that's what he looks like.
He has real good hearing, Gary. Like that was
That was something else.
But you gotta understand too, you guys. Like Michael Myers was filming, and then someone dressed as Loomis was looking at him, going, "Imposter Loomis."
I gotta go pee, but I'll be right
All
back.
right. Dude, he even turned his head to the side a little bit. I actually thought it was quicker than that, dude. That's the most replayed part. Dude, I never realized that he cocked his head to the side too.
I'm gonna get out of here now. The imposter Loomis.
Dude, he was gonna fucking swing on Jay. He was ready to fuck him up. Oh, that's fucking good times, man. Good times. Yeah, that was fun. That was we went to the last one, by the way. No, we didn't go to that one. We went to Comic-Con. There's some videos on Instagram of us going to Comic-Con, and then we put a video on the main thing. That was a great time. It was a great time. To be young. To be young. I don't know where Jay left off on the super chats. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have to wait till he comes back so that I don't double dip, dive, and dodge into the same things. Excuse me. But yeah, that was good times. That was what, 2000 that was 8 years ago. So that would have been 2017. Fuck world. Been doing this for a long time. Hey, Dean, you shut your fucking mouth, pal. I know. That's why I'm going, because I need it. How about that? How about you eat your shitty non-Oreos, because they're fake ass Oreos. This is This is tequila and lime and club soda. That's what it is. Yeah, math is hard. It's difficult. But I don't know. Don't judge me, you fucking fucks. You pieces of shit. You know what movie I am going to miss, though? I'm going to be on vacation during Jurassic World. That's the only movie I'm going to miss. And I think I'm going to take the kids to see it anyway. Maybe do a quick reaction video or something like that. But luckily, I was so scared. I was like, oh, fuck. Is it going to be like during 28 years later or something like that? But at least we planned it well. It is a good drink. It's tasty. I did not comment on Toxic Adventure. I got to watch it. I'm going to do a full commentary for Patreon and members-only members because I've never seen it before. So I'm going to watch the first Toxic Adventure movie and for the first time on a dude, I know, Austin. Guys, prepare. I'm going on vacation on like June 27th through like July 5th or something. And I promise you there will be great Halloween news. There will be great Halloween news during that time. You motherfucker! I can see you. That's right.
What?
What is love?
Hey, so did you watch the Toxic Avenger trailer?
I did not. That's what I was saying. I want to watch the first movie first. I haven't seen it yet.
No, you. Oh, well, you probably don't.
I'm gonna
need
do a
to watch.
commentary.
I already did it.
You did a Toxic Avenger commentary?
I will.
Do it with me. I've never seen it.
I'll do all four.
I don't want to do that. That sounds terrible.
No, like I only saw the thumbnail. It looked all right. I don't know.
Hey, where were we on Super Chats? Because I lost my way.
We have I think we have. Hold on. Okay, maybe this one. No, I think.
Oh, you just read that one, you
no,
stupid idiot.
Right here, this one. Child of the Corn says 95 to 2000 WWE or WCW. I've been rewatching both. 100 Strength Strong. Straight up for me, it's gonna be WCW. It's gonna be WCW
Mm-hmm. That's
with
right,
the Sting and the Outsiders, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall,
Why'd you
everything
sound
else.
like, with the Sting and the Outsiders?
I'm gonna be a little saucy with it because I didn't see it coming. You know, after Hogan's turn at Bash at the Beach, I mean that was must-see TV. I'm not saying that WWF wasn't like killing it. They were. They had like a lot of great storylines. You obviously had Prime, Stone Cold, and The Rock, and Mankind, and all that stuff. But dude, WCW back in that time frame, at least in the late 90s, was like on fire, dude. They were fucking on fire. That was like for me must watch.
100% WCW is my answer as well. As well.
Dean Creed between say, yeah, H2O had that late 90s scream feel to it. Yeah, it did. Yep,
Yeah, I mean, they had
did.
Kevin Williamson as a writer, you know?
Yep.
I mean, shit. It was bound to happen.
Diana 12367 Abel says, I have member for 11 months. Appreciate you. Says, hi,
Oh, yeah,
hi Mike
Diana.
and Jay. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Appreciate you. Hope you have a good weekend as well.
Great fucking one.
Eric Hess, Loomis, who would win in a fight? You, Chalice, or Slender Man? I got Slender Man. He has the reach on you two. Love you guys in the Wham Fam. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe so. Maybe he'd be one of those guys that would come in out of nowhere. You wouldn't expect him to put up much of a fight. And then he would throw a Subway sandwich at your face. And you'd be like, what is that? Where does that come from? Oh, yes. Me always make sure that me is supplied with plenty of Subway sandwiches. Me never use them for violence, but if me had to, me would take you down with that. Take you down to Chinatown.
It just depends on how many drinks I have. What ladies are watching. You know, there's a couple smooth-looking criminals around. I'm gonna put on a show. I will grab the nuts. I will bite the ears. I will take home the Walton Goggins Prize for sexiest weird drunk guy. I can promise you that.
It is crazy how Walter Goggins has like climbed the ladder of like most desirable man.
Dude, he's hot.
Yeah, but like he's been around for a while, and it's like
Yeah.
only now people are like, "Oh, yo, wow, I like that."
Well, dude, White Lotus
Receding
3.
hairline,
I
fucking
know.
drunk like
I know.
esh attitude, southern drawl.
It
We-
gives men like you and me hope that we too
Yeah,
can one be
especially with-
successful.
Walter Goggins and I share the same kind of fucking receding hairline.
We all, he and I both have the spot in the back.
little bit
as we
like
call
that.
it.
But
Yeah. Well, maybe we probably have to lose about 25, 35
yeah,
pounds,
he's
but
yeah, amazing. Lee, wow, what a
Lee!
champion. Wow, dude. Thank you, man.
Thank you,
He
brother.
says, hey, my sexy fellas, Loomis. You keep talking about me owning a strip club. If I did, you will be on stage in nothing but a banana hammock. LOL. Surrounded by guys. So get ready. It's almost time for you to go up on stage with Chalice. Listen, just because you own that man slut named Dr. Chalice, a doctor in perversion, doesn't mean you owe me, Lee. Take your goddamn monster truck attitude out the door. I will never be on stage or in your strip club. You are disgusting, Lee.
I'll be up there. I'll be there.
He will be promoting his Valtrex. I will not be on stage with Dr. Chalice.
Because Poon's there for me too. Dun 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 dun.
Thank you, Lee. Man, what a champion, dude. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, dude.
Love you, Lee.
The Field of Screams podcast. Pretend Blumhouse and Marvel are fighting for the rights to a Wham origin movie. Who would you let create the movie? P.S. Mike, I missed the Pokemon hype. Yeah, where's that at?
It's around here somewhere.
Yeah, there you go.
Yo, dog, I'll be like in the streets, like shooting jump shots and shit, dog. You will give me a hot dog, girl? That's what's up.
If Marvel and Blumhouse were fighting for the origin rights or origin for Wham in a movie, fuck, dude, I don't know. I mean, if it was Marvel, we're going to be replaced by two militant lesbians that hate America. And if it's Blumhouse, it's kind of the same thing, but with shittier writing. So, but it'll have a horror element to it. I guess
just Blumhouse with that one.
I'll probably go with Blumhouse, just because at least they're tapped into horror.
Yeah, because the guys who they got to play us would be like, I don't know if like I should have a beer because like it offends the native Sai.
Yeah,
and like I don't feel like they should really.
Hey, yo, Mike, stop,
Sai.
dude. Do you not know where the actual beans of alcohol come from? It comes from the natives. I don't know. Yeah. They're like beans.
Every joke I think to make sounds like so offensive in my head. I know not to say it.
Like, you mean yeast? Yeah, they have that too. Infection. Robin Barker, member of 12 months, 1 year, that is. Thank you so much. In honor of the 50th anniversary of Jaws, do you think a new film could be successful if done correctly? Favorite scenes from the original? The ending scene from Jaws will always be iconic to me. When the dude, when Jaws pops up from the water and he's eating the boat, and the guy's sliding down and he's almost being eaten by Jaws. It's awesome. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Could it be successful if they remade it?
Never.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it would depend on the director. I think it would depend on the studio and how close to the original they want to get. But I mean, you look at like something like Megalodon, like that was their answer to Jaws, and it was fucking terrible.
The Meg.
I don't like Jaws is such a great movie because it encapsulates that time perfectly. I don't think you can recreate that movie.
Dude, it's real easy. They'll CGI it. It'll suck. The reason Jaws rocked shit is because they created that fake fucking shark and it looked real as hell. And they'll never do that these days. This is probably the one era that will never make a good.
Even if a guy came out and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna practical effect it. We're gonna make it like this. We're gonna make it." I just wouldn't trust it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because studios today would be like, "Hey, we'll make it a Netflix series, right?" And the big payoff will be in the 8th episode on Netflix, where the fucking no, dude. I mean, personally, I feel like they couldn't remake that movie today.
I will say though, go see Dangerous Animals with Jai Courtney. Real sharks. They use real sharks. That shit's cool as fuck. That's a good movie. It's a good film.
Dustin
Chalice on my own.
Falon. Sup, Mike, JT, and Wham Fam. Hit that like button. Thanks, boys.
Stick it.
JT, I am cooking up a good scenario for you and your characters. Do I know you, motherfucker? Don't you ever use my real name outside. Are you saying?
It's a secret, dog.
No, I do sometimes go by JT, but only people that are close to me. I mean, I don't know who you are, Dustin. It kind of makes me a little nervous a little bit.
You creeping on me, dog?
Nice shooting, son. What's your name? Murphy. Like I feel like that in RoboCop. But anyway, thank you, man. Gary says Russell Crowe has been cast as Ramirez in Highlander with Henry Cavill. That's
Like
awesome. Highlander, easy remake. Those guys, Crowe and Cavill, perfect. Depending on, is Cavill going to be the Highlander, the main guy, McLeod? Yeah. Well, yeah, that would be the only way that it works. But yeah,
I love it.
Cool stuff.
I want it.
Okay, here we go. Let's get dirty. JT Insel, aka Owsley, we know who you are. My neighbor lady caught me pissing in the backyard again, but I didn't stop this time. I kept eye contact with her all the way through. She's 50 and didn't look impressed at my junk. It's been a good day. Fuck yeah, dude. That is a good day. You pulled out your wiener. You pulled out your wiener. You flashed the whole neighborhood. Indecent exposure. You don't care about the cops being called. You were just happy that she didn't repulse at how tiny your dick was. Mm-hmm. That's a good day right there. Congratulations.
Going over and say, "Would you like what you saw? Would you like some more?"
Yeah. Byron Hunson. Thank you, man. 11 months member. Horror movie you laughed more at than being scared. So like a legitimate horror movie that you find more comical than being terrified of.
Yeah.
I would say yes. Yeah.
Stole it.
You did. You stole my jaw. I will say I think I laughed quite a bit at and I don't know why. Troll 2. If you guys know, you know. Troll 2 was like one of the worst, best movies of all time. But for whatever reason, I remember as a kid, my uncle, this was on TV, and he was like, you all should watch Troll 2. And I watched it. It was one of the worst fucking movies I've ever seen, but I laughed at it. It was supposed to be, I mean, some parts kind of freaked me out, but yeah, it was Troll 2.
Yeah, Witchboard is another one. Like Witchboard's scary at times, but it's also really fucking funny.
Or like Puppet Master. You could laugh at Puppet Master. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tiffany, thank you, says if you could slap a character that made such a bad decision that forever changed the franchise, who would it be and why? Hope you guys are well. Good question, Tiffany.
That's a good question. I would smack the living fuck out of Jamie Lee Curtis for fucking. There's actually multiple times in that franchise I probably would. I'll say when she decided to just give her ground to Michael and like kiss him on the cheek instead. I was like, what are you doing, Jamie?
Yeah.
Like fucking fight. Like, like what are you're just like, shall say into the night. Like, that's the one that comes to my mind immediately.
Man, that's such a loaded question. Like what, like a moment that changed the franchise. Well, it didn't change the franchise, but I would smack the shit out of the dude in the ring that looked back at Samara as she was coming out of the TV and made eye contact with her. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
You know better, dude.
This bitch is coming out of a Toshiba, like a fucking regular Toshiba. She's like crawling out of the well.
Goddamn,
and you know, you're like, oh, and then you died. You could have helped that chick that you were like into. You were going to be the stepdaddy to that boy. And you looked back anyway. I would smack the shit out of him. Like, you see a chick coming out of the fucking TV, don't look back at her. It's bad news all around. But
there's definitely better answers for sure.
100%.
There's so many of those. There's so many of those moments in horror. But yeah, that's the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah. Robin Barker. Here's a little coke and whore money for Loomis and Chalish. Chalish, don't spend it all in one place now. Well, I won't.
Point.
I will put it towards the goddamn facility that I've been running forever to keep Michael locked up because the government has decided to not fund us.
Yeah.
So thank you for your $5.
Loomis and my favorite song to go to the strip club is the Tyga song where he's like 10, 20s on them titties, bitch. And we like to go in there and we like just throw money in the air and go 10, 20s on them titties, bitch. And then Loomis starts yelling at everyone for picking up his dollars. And I'm like, that's the point. That's the point. That's why we did it. He's like, oh, Tyga, I did it.
You cookie woman, bitch. By the way, that 10, 10, 20s on them titties, bitch. Mike and I used to listen to that song all the time.
I don't
all
know
the
why
fucking
either.
time. I don't know why. Yeah. Like it was like our go-to song right before we did any kind of video. We'd be like, hey, put that song on. And then we'd like listen to it and get all pumped up.
20s on them titties, bitch. I
That
don't know
was a good, I don't know why. Yeah. Maybe it was catchy.
That was back when we used to listen to the Drive soundtrack all the time. We'd be driving around
we
like,
did, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Colton Candler, sucks what happened between y'all and Scarefest. Hope you guys still do a meetup this year. Any other conventions that you'd like to check out? Yeah, I mean, it was just a miscommunication and a lot of behind the scenes fuckery going on, politicking, as they would say.
10, 20s on the titties.
But yeah, we haven't really decided on what we're going to do. I mean, we got some ideas going for what we're going to do this Halloween season. We got some really cool ideas, by the way, really cool ideas.
Yeah.
But we haven't ruled out the possibility of doing a meetup. We haven't ruled that out.
But it will not be during Scarefest.
No,
I
it won't
can
be
100%
that.
say
Yeah.
that because we're not going to promote an event that fucked us in the ass so hard. And we're such pieces of lying shit to us. So fuck Scarefest for life as far as we're concerned. But we do plan on finding another event to do that at where we can find a place to have a nice meetup. So those will happen again. It just will not ever be during Scarefest. I can say that.
As far as like other conventions we'd like to check out, like there's a couple in Ohio that seem pretty cool.
Yeah,
that we talked about. FrankenCon or some shit like that. I don't remember which one it was. There's also a couple in Tennessee that wouldn't be bad to go to.
So we haven't figured out a place yet, but the Wham meetup will live on. It just won't be. It probably won't be this year. It won't be in October. We're gonna try to focus this October.
We got some cool shit about it. We got some cool shit coming out this leading up to October. But
we put in a lot of work last year on Scarefest, and they dicked us really fucking hard. So it stopped us from doing a lot of the content we wanted to do last October. So it will not be during October this year. I could promise you that, but we'll figure out a way to do another Wham.
Yeah, and by the way,
we've
been very gentlemanly with not naming certain names and who actually was responsible for fucking us.
I'll tell you.
Don't do it
right now.
No, don't do it because we don't know. We don't know certain fallouts of that. But here's the thing. In this type of like business or whatever, don't trust certain people when they say certain things.
Trust the hoe.
Well, maybe it'd be like don't trust anybody. Like
because the hoe don't trust you.
Yeah,
you know that song.
It's a song. Yeah, I know what you don't. Yeah. Leave them.
Dude, I love it. I love it when Jay has to try to be the politically correct one.
Well, I don't want to get sued. I can't afford it. Lee the Machine Bauer says, "What does Michael Myers and Leatherface got one thing in common? They both jizz in their pants. Loomis, are you part of it too?" Jesus Christ, Lee! All the time, wieners and jizz is on your brain. Wieners and jizz. You should work at glazingdonutsexpress.com. That's what you should do. Fill it with your load. All you talk about is wiener juice. You talk about wiener juice all the time in strip clubs. Good God, man. Dean Cream-a-Tweens, thank you, Lee, by the way. We love you, then. Y'all ever seen The Towering Inferno?
Yeah, I saw that movie.
That was my dad's favorite movie that we watched a lot before he passed. Sorry about your loss. He loved the disaster films of the 70s. Man, there were some cool stuff in the 70s, like disaster films, but I don't think I've ever seen Towering Inferno.
Dude, I saw that one. It's fucking good. I saw that movie. It was a masterpiece. That Towering Inferno fucking rocks, dude. That was a great film. Dad had good taste, bro.
Tyler McInturf for the Wham ranking bracket. Dolly Parton. Love you guys.
Oh.
Dolly Parton, but you gotta be specific, dude. What age? Like what time frame are you talking about Dolly? Because Dolly's hot. But Dolly is hot though. Yeah. Like not maybe now, not now.
Would today.
I would still, 100%. But I'm just saying, like on the level of like
ranking. I had to get close. Would.
Yeah.
I fucking would.
Yeah, I heard you last time.
You're married into
it. Dolly Parton, as far as an actress, singer, songwriter, entertainer, she's probably an all-timer. Dolly Parton's probably an old timer. She's got a fucking theme park named after her
in Hollywood.
Yeah,
I rode the rides there.
Yeah, they suck. But I would say I think that. But I'm saying like Dolly Parton is probably an all timer.
Yeah, Dolly Parton's an all time. I don't even like that music, but like from what I understand, are a really good person. A rare,
yeah.
really
Well, I
good
mean,
person.
I just like as far as like an entertainer that had like some kind of impact on the culture. She's
and wonderful
all timer.
tits.
Huge, amazing. DJ Graham, wow, dude, thank you. Sometimes when I go on Google, I catch movie news about the search area, and apparently Michael Hebron is writing a prequel novel for Fright Night. Supposedly, it will take place in the 70s, releasing in October this year. See, I don't know where. I mean, that sounds cool. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I mean, it depends on what site it was and what their sources are. Maybe it's true. I don't know, but
listen, I mean, if Fright Night's one of those rare vampire franchises that could continue to be successful, because you don't have to go back and do an origin story. You don't have to be super serious. Fright Night can just have a good fucking time and have fun. So if that novel's awesome, then maybe they turn it into a movie.
But does it need it? But does it need a prequel? I don't really think it does.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Do what you want with it, but
you can do it. Yeah, you can hang out. Like if you can do what you want.
You watch Netflix.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Lee the Machine also, and I heard from the grapevine you enjoy them spankings, Lewis.
He does. He does.
Get your goddamn hat. See?
That's how he looks into my butthole like it's a periscope.
Yes. It stinks, and it's
trying to find
the
answer to life in my butt.
Get your head out of the gutter, Lee. Disgusting bitch. Austin, by the way, love you, Lee. Thank you. Says the Towering Inferno is just me with a hard one with chlamydia and chlamydia. Okay, I don't. Interesting.
No, you see, because his dick's very hard, right? And at the tip top is with the Inferno, so it starts at the top. Discharge.
They make medicine for it,
and then it goes down, and then he has to go to the doctor. And he's like, "I'm your pediatrician. You're on a fire truck. Did you not notice that? Go to a regular doctor."
Tyler Mickenturf. Thank you. Obviously, Jay, everything she encompasses and has accomplished. Duh. Okay. Well, I said all timer.
It's not about her boobs, dude.
Yeah.
Why'd you make it all about her tits?
Why don't you just not name someone who's your PFP? How about that?
What's that mean? That? Porno for pyros?
Picture first. I don't remember.
Picture fuck part.
His fucking picture when he super chatted is Dolly Parton.
Poopy fart penis?
Picture. You know what? Guess what, guys? We got 4 minutes, 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. So let's just talk dirty.
Poopy fart paramount.
I will never drink early again. That's what I've learned today. See, you learn lessons in life, and what you learn is certain things aren't good for you. They don't work in your favor, and I learned that today. In my experience, I feel like I was making headway by not drinking for an hour plus into the show and then enjoying a beverage. But I decided, no way, I'm not listening to my inner child. I will have what I want to have. You won't tell me otherwise. And I won't do that again because it just didn't work.
Cheese.
No, dude, Kyle says, this is what Kyle said. I learned I smell like shit. Well, you need to have better friends and change your underwear. I don't know, dude.
Wipe better, dude.
Like, yeah, or take a shower. If you're gonna go out and enjoy the public,
dude, wipes.
Like at least like fucking take a shower. Like wipe your asshole a little bit.
Yeah, get a little deeper in there. Be a little bit more detail oriented with your butt.
Hi, Josh Perry. You don't have a real name.
You gotta be detail oriented with your butt.
Hey, Robin, you're right. Robin says, "God damn, this was a quick 3 hours." It really was. I feel like this time went by.
Time moves on with your big old.
But I think that we all need that, though. I think that we all need just like a cool hangout spot. We all just got to relax and chill out and not worry about what's going on in the outside world, like somebody mentioned earlier. lot of crazy shit going on out there.
Yep. And it's what you have to do.
Don't
as a
fuck
man.
you, Dean. Put it in your betweens. Put it in your betweens. No, we're not doing that.
Stick in your betweens.
No, you know what? I want to take a complete detour from even talking about that shit for a long time because it's stupid, dude. Like everybody's gonna get mad. We got all these opinions going on. It's fucking crazy out there. It's a mad world.
The world is a vampire. Filled with change.
Gary, I wouldn't mind a
Secret
more accurate
destroyer.
movie to Nothing Lasts Forever. In the book that inspired Die Hard, the book is more dark and sad. I mean, so you're saying like you'd be cool with like them remaking Die Hard? Like who would you
No.
cast, dude? Like who would you fucking cast?
There's no one.
Who
Timothy
could-
Chalamet.
Well, who could you actually cast as Bruce Willis?
No one. It was a once in a lifetime thing. Let it go. Like the famous Frozen song says. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Cinderella says, "Let's chug a beer, Mike and Jay." No, dude, we're
I'll do
done
it right
now.
now. Oh no.
Well,
Okay.
Chug it.
Mom said no.
We
Mom
gotta
said-
go.
Mom
Yeah.
said
We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here, Wayne.
we gotta go. We gotta
Hey, man,
go.
The 3 hours has elapsed. It's been really fun. I've had a
Yep.
great time. And
I
you're
don't
right.
even know what the fuck we talked about. I feel like we failed.
No, we did. No, we did
immensely
we did the tier list.
But-
We did the tier list.
All I know is I had a good time. Did you have
I
a good time?
was great. Yeah, I had a great
What else
time.
matters? Even if you sleep with a man, it's fine because you had a good time.
Yeah. Little
Do it.
escape from reality. We had a good time,
Try
right?
Have some butt. Yeah.
Mm.
What are you drinking? Was that an alcoholic beverage? You could get
No,
addicted.
it was not. It was a
You could
diet
get
soda.
addicted, Jay.
I don't touch that.
Don't.
I saw that in movies when I was growing up, and I'm like, no way, not for
Don't
me.
do it.
I
It's
won't
not
do
worth
it.
it. It's not worth it.
Really appreciate you guys. You guys are
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you for turning out. We got a spoiler review for 28 years later on Monday,
So much zombie dong.
and then we're gonna try to push in a commentary, push it in real deep on
Yeah.
Wednesday for the
Yeah.
Patreon stream. If we, maybe we won't, maybe we will.
Yeah.
But Monday is going to be lit because it's going to be the last time we're all together until like fucking July 7th.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
Yes.
So
be there on Monday.
Everybody
Everybody
get
go see
fucking
28
crazy.
years later this weekend so that you can join the fucking stream on Monday. Tuesday. Monday is Monday. It's on Monday.
Monday, yeah.
And we're going to go hard and we're going to have a great time and we're going to miss each other when we're gone because that's what men do.
Yeah, dude. For sure.
Yes.
Let's look at dongs together.
I love dongs. What?
Bye, guys. See you.
Bye. See you guys. Love you. Thanks for hanging tonight.
See you.
Owner of a lonely fart. Doo-doo. Doo-doo.